to MythCraft Legends, a MythCraft live stream with our Patreon legends. Starting on the column under me and then moving to the column with Andy and down. I'm Nathan, I'm the MythCrafter, and then below me is Corey.
Hi, I'm Corey, and I'm playing Melizorg Shova. Let's see what we can get into tonight.
Dan.
I am Daniel Trout, and I'm playing Quentin. I'm gonna make some bubbly meat stew.
Luke.
I'm Luke. I'm playing Volk. Let's see what we can destroy today.
Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm playing Ari, and I'm just getting back from eating ghosts.
Roger.
Hey everybody, I'm Roger Perky, and I'm playing Jasper Dullahan, and been a lot of action for a little ghost hunter recently.
Mal.
Oh, that's the half of us that I can't see. Hi. I'm Mal, and I am playing Aster Figari. I have learned the correct and incorrect ways to befriend an undead crocodile.
And Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I'm playing Alan, and I can't wait to see what kind of trouble we get into today.
Perfect. Last time on MythCraft Legends, you survived a brutal combat encounter with a fiend from Melaneth. Good job not dying. I'm really impressed that not even one of you bit the bullet there, especially Alan. It was really close.
Not even once.
You briefly met Zane, a leader of the Cult of the Deadfall, but fled before further confrontation. Now you're back in Chasmclaw, taking some time to recuperate. The evening of your return to Chasmclaw, you still have the cultist by the name of Duke, who is strapped to Quentin still, and has been all this time, complaining about how much more helpful and useful he would be if he was not baby Bjorned to the Trollkin. But at this point, Volk and Melizog, along with Quentin, can take Duke to Marcolius, the captain of the knights here. Little brother, who is this? And why is he strapped to your friend here?
Well, if I'm being honest with you, he is one of the cultists that are staying in that underground area that we went to investigate. Also, I brought the troops that you lent us back relatively unharmed. But yes, I figured with your wonderful personality and petulance that if we could bring someone back alive, he would be more useful for you.
That's quite intelligent thinking, little brother. I'm proud of you. Thank you for bringing Curtis and Pip back in one piece. I appreciate that. I will make sure that they're properly rewarded and debriefed, and I can take the prisoner from here.
You're also going to want to make sure that they get some rest. One of them was...
Yeah, Curtis, he had a moment where he was almost a goner.
Well, I was more worried about the fact that he kept running away.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Curtis kept running away?
It was scary down there, in his defense.
I mean, it was quite scary, but like, if it's your job to investigate these kind of things...
He will be appropriately disciplined.
All right, thank you, brother.
In his defense, he was on death's door as he was skirting the line. If I didn't intervene, he wouldn't be with us.
Well, I appreciate that you saved his life. That does not change the fact that the Rangers do not run when things look grim.
Oh, well, we all slammed the door and ran. We all ran. Yeah.
Well, that we performed a tactical retreat, Quincy.
Oh, okay.
That's very different than what Curtis was doing when he left us there at the bridge. and just
Oh.
ran away.
Oh, right. That, yes, okay, that's what we did.
I will speak with Curtis and Pip and take appropriate measures, both to discipline and to continue to further their training as rangers and knights. As for the prisoner here, we will interrogate him and figure out exactly what it is that he knows and who he works for.
That is the reason we brought him for you. Yeah, figured it was better for you to do it than for any of us. Anyway, could you let him down there, Quentin?
At that point, Quentin's going to be like going over to Mercolius and taking the baby Bjorn off and helping put it on Mercolius's back.
Oh no! I don't
Just like
need to
you
wear
spoke.
this. I'll you put him in cuffs and I'll. Okay, well, I
Oh.
suppose he's on me now. Where it's fine.
Oh, there you go, pet.
Hey, it looks good on you. Wear it with pride.
You know, okay. Thank you all for delivering me this person and this information. I'll take it from here.
All right. Well, I will see you later. Hopefully,
Like,
maybe.
take care, Duke. Kind of
Yeah.
waves at the prisoner.
Yeah, his name is Duke.
I'm not actually a duke. It's just kind of an aspirational name. My parents hoped that I would achieve greatness. Thanks for the ride, I guess, Quentin. If you don't hear from me, assume that they've tortured me and killed me, and that's not a good look. So just putting that out there.
Well,
yeah,
quit doing bad things, and these things might not happen to you.
You know, I
Oh.
can't argue with that logic. I'm just saying, like, two wrongs don't make a right. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
Well,
we're
then
not
I hope
killing him,
that
are we?
you. Well, not if he speaks without reservation.
Oh.
Right, and if he does have reservation, I mean, I have sharp teeth. He has many fingers.
God.
Flashbacks.
Okay.
I don't see why we can't have just a reasonable conversation. Well, good. We'll take care of that when we get to the prison.
And remember, tickle torture is sometimes the worst torture.
Are you speaking from experience?
I'm not saying I have done it.
I'll see if it bears any results. Mercolius will lead Duke away. We'll carry Duke away in the Bjorn, and the three of you can make your way back to the Apparition Inn, where everyone else is gathered, along with the disguised undead crocodile.
We're so good at this.
I forgot we discussed her.
Right, she's got like a mop on her head, and the hounds are not too happy with this.
Rob, Ichabod, no. Katrina, yeah, settle down now. We got a new company and some new friends going to be gathered around here at the tavern for a little bit. You better get on board here. I ain't trained you to be all uppity whenever we got new guests coming in here. It's just another patron, just like everybody else that comes in this inn. So let's get some stew on. Let's make sure they feel welcome, comfortable, and don't go asking about the way their hair looks or the way that the makeup's a little bit uneven. That's all right. Don't focus on that. Well, I didn't mean to be so harsh. I'm sorry. Come here.
The dogs will go about serving some soup, as they always do, some stew. They'll still give. Did you name the alligator?
Yeah, I named her Rosie.
Rosie. Okay, I was thinking Rosemary. I was close.
Her full name can be Rosemary.
Okay, well, they either way they will give Rosie.
She told us.
Yeah. They'll give Rosemary a wide berth. They might drop some stew, like, in her general vicinity, and then just leave her to get it on her own instead of taking it up to her.
As an undead creature, does she eat?
She's an alligator, so yes. Also, zombies do eat brains, so...
Do they eat stew, though?
This is true.
Stewed brains, maybe.
Well, we'll,
It's an alligator. It'll
stew on
eat
that for
anything.
now.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned to see what the specials are next week. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be
Right.
brain stew.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Light bulb.
Chicken brain.
Oh, we're gonna go
chowder.
back and get Rosemary's Baby too. Or we're gonna see what happened to Rosemary's Baby.
In addition to Rosemary and the entire motley crew here, there would be a handful of other patrons hanging out. Oh my goodness. Did I not put their tokens in? Okay, I'll rely on visual descriptions for now and see if I can upload a couple tokens real quick. There's a full table of citizens in Chasmclaw that are enjoying an evening of stew brought to them by these dogs. There's a Kleppen with peacock features, brightly colored kind of iridescent blue and green feathers, a kind of frilly plumed peacock head. There's a human brewer named Scarlet, or I'm sorry, an elven brewer named Scarlet. Those of you who run the Apparition Inn or work there would be familiar with her. She runs another brewery across town, but hers is just a brewery. It doesn't have room and board, so she's not like she's not a competitor on the
Okay,
room and board.
She's almost on my bad list, but we.
There are other inns in Chasmclaw, none so big and weird as the Apparition Inn. And there's a Kedek, a albino Kedek with like the pink eyes, named Doily, and she's just sitting there working on making a doily, talking with her friends Scarlet and Opal.
That's so cute.
Gosh.
I know you said the dogs brought them stew, but this would also be about the time Quentin would have gotten to making stew too. So
Yeah,
at some point, he probably brought them extra bowls of stew.
perfect.
You can never have enough.
That's right.
Was Opal the peacock?
Yes, sorry, Opal is the peacock. Over the course of the evening, a couple other people would trickle in as well, but I suppose it would make sense for the group to kind of catch Ari up on what happened while she was tending other things.
We found demons through the
Demons?
door. Yeah, it was.
Did you get across
Not-
the water?
Yeah,
Did
we
you go
made it
through
across
the
the
room
water.
that you told me I couldn't cross?
No, we didn't get through that room.
Oh, okay, good.
We figured you would enjoy that room too much. Wouldn't
I
want
appreciate
to.
that.
Wouldn't want to take that from you.
True.
But what we did do is we did go through across the water. That's
Okay.
why I had people carrying a bunch of wood for us to build a bridge.
I was kind of curious.
Yeah, and then we found a door, opened a door, found a bunch of demons.
Cool.
Not really. It was very
No,
painful
not
for
cool.
most
Not-
of us.
Not cool.
Things went sideways real quick for a little while there.
I had a ton of fun.
So
Alan-
cool.
Made a new
Al-
friend.
I
Alan
wrestled with
Friend?
an alligator.
Is that an alligator? I thought it was just a lady with a weird haircut.
I didn't wrestle that one, but it had a friend.
Oh. Demons and alligators.
Undead alligators,
Oh,
yes.
all right. Demons and that connection makes a little bit more sense.
Not really, if I'm being honest with you. It is very terrifying.
We try to keep an open mind here at the Apparition Inn, so I mean, really, it's just another day of business for us.
I mean, it sounds like you had a fun time. You're all here, right? Jasper kind of looks like shit, but the rest of you look fine.
What's new? What's new? Am I right, Ari? What's right?
Oh, how's your arm doing there? It looks kind of not
Yeah, it's-
right.
Yeah, it's because it's broken, that's for sure. Just lifts up a broken wrist.
I mean, it is splinted, right? That's the splint Quentin put on it still secure.
It might be secure, but it's throbbing.
Well, now what? I've been bored. Actually, I haven't been bored. I went with Fred and found some ghosts, and then I accidentally ate a ghost. Don't question it. And now I could do this. And Ari just goes invisible.
Where did you go?
She pops back up.
Miss,
Look at that
Miss
cool.
Ari- Oh,
So that's what I've been up to. Didn't know you could eat ghosts.
I didn't know you could eat ghosts either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to elaborate on that story? He says as you see him taking his other book out. He's like, please?
What it
Just
tastes like?
blue.
Oh,
Delicious.
And what color was it?
that's my favorite
It was a
flavor.
ghost. You couldn't see it. It was kind of like misty. I don't know.
And where did you find this ghost?
In a tree. I wasn't
Interesting.
looking for it. It was just there, and then it was in an apple, and then I ate the apple because I was curious what would happen, and then the ghost left. And now I can do this weird shit. There's other parts of the story, but that doesn't matter.
I would love to know the other parts of this.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on that too.
This is the story for another time after I figure out what other weird effects it had and make sure I'm not gonna die. So, again, what are we doing now? What's the next? I'm ready to go. I want to do other things. I want to get rid of Fred.
I'm pretty sure most of us need to rest
Oh,
at
I
least for
guess
the
that
night.
counts.
Yeah, we're all pretty banged up, beat up, pretty good.
I mean, I have not
Oh, I
felt
thought that was
this
just a
bad.
style choice. Okay.
I have not
I
felt
wish.
this bad since I was trading with my brother.
Are you all intentionally like having this conversation in a private area, or is this kind of in the main vicinity of the tavern?
I'd say main vicinity.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we
Yeah.
would.
Unless somebody pulled Ari across, she's just saying whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Main vicinity energy, there's no doubt.
Okay.
And we're probably getting some weird looks and all that if anybody heard about the whole
I don't
ghost
know if
eating
the-
thing.
I don't know if the patrons are not this is nothing uncommon for I think.
We're probably not.
Yeah,
accurate.
for Chasmclaw, I think they're pretty used to this kind of conversation. But even so, Opal, the peacock Kleppen, would look up and look over at you all and say, "Oh, are you all looking into the problems with the cults in the area? Because imports have been just dreadful lately. My business is really suffering."
We have been, if I'm being completely honest with you. We've found a lot of occult activity, and it has not been very nice. You said it's been impacting your business. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Well, I oversee the depot, the imports and exports warehouses for traders that come and go. Traders have not been coming, or they've been coming, but they've been being disappeared before they get here. Either way,
You
it's not
see-
very good for business.
The whole time she's talking, he's like stroking his whole muzzle while he's listening, and he's like, "Well, we are definitely, like I said, we're definitely looking into it. However, we are running into a few hiccups, if I was being honest with you. One of which
Hiccups.
is mostly monetary."
I see. Do you mean to suggest that
If you were to give us monetary assistance, that we may be able to fix this problem faster? Yes, I am.
well, we're at a little bit of a catch-22 because for me to have money to offer, the traders need to be coming again.
Oh, I
Uh,
fully understand that. I was just telling you what I was saying.
Well, so suppose we make some kind of arrangement. If you do open up trade again, if you make the road safe again, then for a few months I offer you a percentage of profit.
Well, with you saying a few months and a percentage without any solid numbers, I am hesitant to accept a deal without solid terms.
I mean, I'm on my night out right now. I'm not at work technically, but like I'm saying, we can work something out for sure.
I would definitely be interested in working something out.
Very good.
I'm gonna have to pay these guys somehow.
Can I have one of your feathers?
Excuse me?
One of your feathers. Can I have one?
Can I have one of your hairs?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. She just like pulls one off of her chin.
Yes. All right. I don't need to get paid now. This is great.
Aster is gonna walk up with a little bit of his fur in his hand. Just hold it out.
Oh, no, what? It's a one-time thing. I can't. I have a finite number of feathers.
He's just gonna start offering it to whoever else is around.
Melazog would take it and give you one of his whiskers back in change.
He will put it in a little pouch.
You will see Melazog put it in one of his two bows.
You said one of them was doing some sort of crochet or something?
Yeah, Doily is making a doily. Doily is the albino Kedek over here.
Okay. Yeah, Quentin's, after delivering bowls to everyone and everyone seems to be eating, he's going to make his way over to Doily. Hi, can I join in the crafts?
Certainly. Are you an artisan yourself?
Oh no, I'm no skilled person, but I like carving some wood. And can I carve while you do that? And he's gonna pull up a stool and sit down and start doing some wood carving, trying to just carve out a little trinket.
Yeah. Doily gives you like the energy of an elegant middle-aged woman with a lot of money. Like she's had a lot of time to perfect her craft. She's very mannered, eloquent just in her posture even. And so yeah, she happily just keeps working on her doily while you're carving or whittling next to her.
Can we do a roll for me to see how well this turns out?
Sure, yeah.
14.
Okay.
For some wood carving. He's trying to carve like a cat's paw.
Nice. It is objectively above average, and she seems to like kind of play it up a little bit. She's like, "Oh, that's really excellent craftsmanship. You say you haven't been doing this long, but I feel like you were being modest."
Oh, I mean, when I get bored sometimes, and I do get bored a lot, I do some carving and stuff. Yeah.
Well, it looks really excellent. You have quite a touch with that.
Oh, thank you. Are you on it?
I would be honored, thank you. Do you have any need of a doily?
Okay. What? Because Dan doesn't know. What exactly is a doily?
I don't know exactly the technical definition of what a doily is. To me, it is a fabric craft with... Yeah, it's a thing on an old lady's couch. It's like, imagine a handkerchief full of holes. So it's not useful as a handkerchief.
Think of like when you cut one of those like snowflakes out of paper, but instead of being paper,
it's fabric. Yeah.
Hey, Quentin's gonna take it with such a big smile, and he's gonna tuck it into his belt in like a decorative way and make it part of his like his attire.
Nice.
Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you.
A small ornamental mat made of lace or paper with a lace pattern, typically placed on a plate under a cake or other sweet foods, or on a grandmother's couch.
100% used them as coasters, but I've only ever seen like the tiny ones.
Yeah, that's what I knew them as too, Mal.
While these conversations are going on, I think Scarlet would go up to the bar and just ask Jasper, how's business been going lately?
I gotta be honest with you, Scarlet. It's not so great. Then again, it's never been that great. How about your neck of the woods? Everything been going all right for you?
Well, it's never been that great, but it
Tell
hasn't
me
been too
about
bad
it.
either.
You got anything new to sample? What's going on over at the brew house?
Oh, nothing new to sample. I mean, I don't know if you heard that conversation over there, but I think that the traders have been nabbed by the cultists for human sacrifices. Happens from time to time for sure.
Well, it happens from time to time. I'll tell you something right now, but listen here. Things are getting bad. We got undead. Well, hey, I don't want between you and I'd watch out if I were you.
When you say
we can't-
undead, she side-eyes the crocodile.
Hey. You know our rule here at the Apparition Inn. We don't judge anybody. Everybody walks through that door, gets treated just the same. That's Rosie. I'd be more than happy to introduce you.
Rosie. Should I ever need an introduction, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, yeah, I will say this again. Don't read into this, but if you want an introduction, come to us first because they're not the type of person that you're going to want to introduce yourself to without us there also.
I certainly understand that.
All right. Well, also, but trust me, they're also very kind. I find myself digging myself into a deeper hole, like I tend to do with you, Scarlet. I'm sorry.
As long as you're self-aware, that's all I can ask of you, Jasper. Can I
That's
try
the
your
highest
latest
virtue.
sample of ale? What do you have on tap?
Oh, well, I've been working on a little something special. Give me 1 second. I've been saving something here for a little while. And Jasper's going to go look for the bottle that I think was stolen and used by this group earlier in another session. For like the finest bottle of alcohol that was here in this location.
Mhm.
And he's gonna come back like 5 minutes later. Well, I'll tell you what. See, hey,
You're back.
I look pretty hard. It seems to have gone missing. I'll have to talk to my employees. It seems they've gone some new cataloging system. Here, it's not the freshest, it's not the newest, but it's also not the worst. And I'm just gonna give her some of like the basic like bottom swill stuff because we own a tavern, but we are not brewers, and it is not great.
Yeah. She she sips it, she tries not to make a face, but it's obviously like she's making a face that's her trying not to make a face. And she's like, that's
Courtesy face.
not the worst that you have.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're not saying. Listen, Scarlet, I think it'd be better for both of us if we continue that conversation. I'd love to serve some of your brew here at the Apparition Inn.
I can certainly see why.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try not to take that personally, Scarlet, but because I am so self-aware, I know you're right.
Good. As long as we're in agreement there. We can talk. We can talk.
Hey, listen, it's hard for me to concentrate. My wrist is broken. It holds up the splinted wrist. It is throbbing like Dickens.
Poor dear Jasper, what happened?
I will tell you something. Things are rough out there, right? We deal with ghosts all the time. I'm not that good at spelunking. It's not good to me. But he points to the rest of the crew around here. Let me tell you something. If you're looking for some mighty fine adventurers, that's the folk. That's the folk you want to bother. They'd be more than happy to take care of those issues with the merchants. They're working on the cold stuff right now, actually.
Yeah, they do have the adventuring look about them, much more than you do.
Well, again, Scarlet, you are so kind and so direct. I've told you that before. I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, girls got to be direct here.
Well, I respect it.
I've
the
never
one
been
over
one to
there.
beat about the bush.
Well,
That one over there?
yeah. The one over there is doing some arts and crafts. Yeah, that one in particular. And good conversation. You go ask for some help over there.
Oh, he does seem very sweet. He and Doily are getting along so well.
Hey, well, right now, I'm gonna go put this on ice. If you don't mind. If you need anything, any of the other employees here be more than happy to help you. But I think if I don't do something about this, I might pass out.
Go tend to your needs, yes. As this conversation is taking place, some other patrons would be trickling in. So, let's see. Volk, Melazog and anyone working in the bar would certainly know these faces. Quentin, all of this would be new to you. Alan, remind me how long you've been in town?
I think I'd pretty much just got to town about the time this all
Around the
started
first,
happening.
yeah, like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So you've probably seen some of these faces, but you may not have interacted with them much before.
Okay.
But you see the mayor of the town. Whoops, that's the wrong image.
Scarlet's the
Surprise.
mayor?
I was about to say.
Whoa.
Twist.
See, Update
The
the
mayor takes off a mask and it's scarlet underneath.
Hey, always a great twist.
Something
the
that would
mayor-
happen in the apparition Inn.
the mayor of the town walks in, accompanied by the town drunk, who is also an undead, and the town tailor. The three of them come up for drinks at the
Oh
bar.
my god.
The moment Quentin
Interesting
sees
name.
the beard on this mayor, he doesn't know this man, but he's just like, that is such a good beard.
You say that loudly.
Oh yeah.
Why, thank you, esteemed guest. I don't believe that we've had the pleasure of making one another's acquaintance. I am Augment, mayor of Chasmclaw, and he holds out a hand.
Oh, sorry. I'm Quentin, just humble bridge guy, and brew maker, stew maker. Sorry, your beard intimidates me. Okay, let me go get you some stew, and he's gonna get up and just hurry off.
No need to be intimidated, and he's like curling his mustache like he's full of himself from the compliment. I would be delighted to try the stew.
Yeah, Quentin's gonna go and take a moment to catch his nerve again, and he's like reaching up and checking his own beard and stuff and making sure it's like as prim and proper as possibly. Puts his chest out, gets a bowl ready, and he's gonna go deliver it to the mayor.
Mhm. Well, that is delightful. You're quite an artist in the kitchen. Quentin.
Thank you. Yes, I wasn't just me. The people of the inn, the apparition here, they helped. Yes.
Oh, yes,
especially the doggos. The doggos
they
are
are
the
fantastic.
bosses. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
A dog's nose knows really exactly what to put in
Oh.
the food. They're excellent.
Yes.
Well, Quentin, it was splendid to meet you. I'm going to go have a drink with my friends here. But you can join
Okay,
us
yes.
certainly if you wish to.
Oh. Yes. Okay. Quentin's gonna join them.
And yeah, you see you see two gentlemen both in like very well tailored suits. One is incredibly tall and lanky, and is an undead with like kind of an unnatural, kind of clay looking skull. And the other one is wearing what looks like a jack-o'-lantern blazer. And they're just sipping on some ale and having some berry mead bubbly stew.
I hate them.
I love him.
Let me ask quickly, what is Alan doing during all of this?
I think he would approach the undead fellow.
Okay.
He definitely looks like someone he wants to drink with.
Greetings.
Howdy. You look like someone who knows how to tie one off.
One off. I don't know when to stop.
Hey, that's a good way to be. Good way to be. Let me buy you a drink, pal.
Thank you. You're my kind of person. Please. I don't believe I've seen you here.
Name's Alan.
I'm Torrance. Torrance Skelling.
Interesting name. What's your drink choice, friend?
Drink.
Fair enough. Well,
I drank myself into an early grave and then didn't stop.
well, you know what? That sounds like that's you know what? Let's see who could drink more.
Okay, endurance checks.
Yep.
Can I join this? I want to join this. Torrance, you know what you did.
Yeah. Ari, have you seen? I've been looking for my friend, Petunia. She hangs out in the tree. She's kind of hard to see.
Nope. Don't know Petunia. I don't really ask names though.
Oh, I
And
tucked out early.
Yeah, Alan, you you make it through a few ales and you start to feel it. Given the ordeal of a day you've been through, that definitely catches up with you. Ari does better. Ari being fairly well rested, and Torrance being undead and like having done this like professionally, he's just going.
The dice sure do tell the tale.
They
He
do.
doesn't even. I doubt he even notices anybody else stop.
Right.
Aster goes over to one of the boards behind the bar to
Mhm.
a very small part of the corner where there's a little tally thing and marks a little tick.
Yeah.
There's like several ticks under S.
Yeah. Yeah. Torrance Skelling, the once and only champion. And what is Volk doing over the course of the evening?
Yeah, right now he's kind of sitting back, contemplating what he should do. If he should go up to the mayor and tell him what we found underneath, or let Mesagog and his brother tell the tale on that one.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Marcolius is
So he's
nowhere
kind
to
of
be seen.
sitting
this
back,
evening.
have it a ale.
Sounds good. Yeah, Marcolius is, he's got his work cut out for him, disciplining Curtis and interrogating Duke. So,
I mean, Melozog's not gonna tell him. He's just kind of leaving that to. I mean, his brother got into the business and is part of that chain of command. He can do his job.
sure.
So, Melozog may actually disappear, like, not too late in the night into a room. Or,
Yeah. Just recover from the day's events.
and do a few things.
Okay. Okay.
Well then.
How bad does Alan look? Does he like get thrashed at the bar here, or is he still like capable of what? What's Alan's state at the end of this game?
I mean, he was probably already having trouble walking as it was. So he's going to get pretty thrashed at the bar, and you might hear him vaguely ask for a room, but by the point he's asking, you can't really understand what he's saying.
Small little Ari is attempting to like hold him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quentin would excuse himself. Oh, yes, yeah, really great beard. It's fantastic. But I gotta go. My friend's in need.
Of
and
course.
he's gonna
take
go
care.
scoop Alan up and drag him off to the room that Quentin had the night before, and
Mhm.
kind of plop him on the bed, and Quentin will sleep in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alan is tucked in, and Skelling is talking about his most recent like exploits, traipsing through the woods around Chasmclaw looking for trouble. he's complaining about how there's still not a theater in town and how he wants a stage on which he can perform his poems.
Of course,
And
nobody wants to hear that.
well, the Mayor Augment says, I was going to be a little bit more tactful. It's not in our budget, certainly, but I mean, Ari said it.
Torrance, give me a poem.
No, after you insult me like that, I don't think you deserve a poem.
Well,
Also,
then you
I
don't
want another
deserve a
drink.
stage. Okay. She'll just get another drink. What is Mr.
Aster
David
puts
doing?
a tick under A on the board.
Yeah, David is just kind of hanging out. You know, he's kind of sidelined right now because he wasn't participating in the drinking contest. He was letting Torrance Skelling kind of lead the way on that one. And when Torrance is speaking about poetry, David chimes in. You know, I think that riddles is really where it's at. People seem to love riddles more than poems for sure, Torrance. I think you'd have more luck with that.
I mean, riddles are great. I'm bad at them, though. Jasper's good at riddles.
Jasper. What room do ghosts hate?
Jasper is back in the kitchen and has like just finished putting on some type of ice pack wrapped around the additional splint, and then almost fortuitously comes walking out as he hears his name. What are we talking about out here? What's going on, people?
We're doing a riddle off. What room do ghosts hate?
You watch as Jasper does like the really good like owner type of thing, and like pantomimes like thinking really hard to really like lean into this. David, I can't tell you what. Tell me, you bested me already. What do you got?
Trees.
Jasper.
That's got layers.
The living room, man.
Knew it.
Check it
I knew
out.
it.
I was going
David.
to guess the
Why?
next room.
Well, a joke is never funnier than when it's fully explained. They don't like the living room because they're dead.
David, you done it again. Ari here craves context, so just be mindful of that. So
I still don't get it. Okay.
See, I would think restroom for spirits are not at rest.
Ah, very clever. Very clever. I can see that, Aster. I can.
Thank you.
Why don't mummies make good friends?
Because they're not real. Mummies don't exist, David.
yeah. Everybody knows that, David. Canonically speaking, mummies aren't real.
David
Oh,
just
is
kind
it
of
because they're
stares.
all wrapped up in themselves?
He's got it, man. And the night proceeds with, conversations about nothing of import between these individuals. So anything that you all want to talk about specifically with anyone else before we kind of transition to the following day?
Probably talk to Scarlet and Opal and I can't think of the other. Doily. About kind of about the whole the trade traffic of where kind of the routes they would normally take and all that. So that way, if we decide to go investigate it, we kind of know the trade route that they would be suspected to be coming from.
Yeah. Okay. The trade routes leading directly like northeast and west. I hope that worked with screen mirroring. Northeast and west are the ones that are like the most important as they connect to the capital of Scaver and as they lead to the wall of Arendor. So yeah, you can just kind of file that away for when you're ready to venture back out into the world.
Alrighty. You said northeast and northwest, right?
Due west, northeast and due west.
Okay.
Whatever, one of those. And what kind of like activity or ritual is Melazog getting up to?
So Melazog goes up to whatever room he's been using, and almost like slightly paranoid about it, he would strip out whatever like coverings were on the bed and like cover whatever windows are in this room, and if the door has even the slightest like crack in it, cover that as well before he lights a candle and pulls out the book that he doesn't write in. On the cover, it's the legendary. I actually forgot what I named that book. Give me just a second. The legendary Shava Chronicles. And then, if anyone could see it, he's looking at the book and he's just like, I have to get stronger. And then he places the book on top of the candle, and instead of like the book burning as you would expect a book to burn, the candle starts shooting out like green flames out around the book, and then almost like he opens the book again, still kind of like the fire is still shooting, but he's thumbing through the book, and he gets to a certain page and he stops and he's like, well, that is new. That's interesting. And then a single like bony leg shoots out, and then 7 more come out as a bone tarantula looking thing crawls out of his book. And he just looks at it and he's like, well, not what I was expecting, but we'll see what happens.
Nice.
And then he pulls the book out of the fire, and the book just looks normal. The fire goes back to normal. He takes everything down.
Awesome.
You notice there's a small sign next to the door that's in every single one of the patron private rooms here, and it says, "Please keep all occult conjuring to the common spaces, please." The management.
At least this one's not a cult.
Joke's on you.
It's been scratched out multiple times. It gets updated regularly.
So I think at this point we'll transition into the next day. I kind of behind the scenes, Roger, we were talking about you only being here for part of it, so this is a natural transition point if Jasper wants to just kind of take a back seat and manage the inn. If you want to hang out until the intermission, that's totally fine too.
I think it's an opportunity, especially with what happened in the most recent one, and hearing how eager and excited Ari was to go on this next day, this next adventure. Jasper comes and finds Ari that next morning. Hey, all right, Ari.
You still look like shit. Did you even sleep?
Well, it was rough. I kept tossing and turning.
What's taped to your arm?
I was turning, I would hit this on something, and I'd wake me up again. I couldn't sleep for more than a couple of minutes at a time. You know, I like to fidget when I sleep.
You do.
You been watching me sleep?
All the time.
All right. I feel safe knowing that. But listen, here's what I wanted to talk about. I need to go rest. I offered to go help these fine folk. I'm not saying it was a mistake, but I am saying had I not done it, that I probably wouldn't have this going on right here. So, I'll hang back. I'll hang back here at the tavern. I'll take care of things.
Scared?
I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything. Right? And if anybody asks, you tell them that. But what I am saying is I want you to go keep an eye on these fine folk. and I'm
Okay.
gonna go take care of inventory.
Oh, inventory. Got it. Okay.
You know, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be
Mhm.
me.
Maybe try like tying the wrist to the ceiling so then you don't want. Never mind. Here.
The next logical plan.
That's logical. If you're watching me sleep all the time, you saw the problem there. Why don't you do it for me when I'm sleeping tonight?
Deal.
All right. Again, I feel comfortable, I think, knowing you're going to do that for me.
Ari and her -2 intelligence will surely heal your broken wrist.
I wake up, my arm has been sawed off.
If no arm, then arm no hurt.
Yep.
Right.
Problem solved. Yeah, and I think Jasper hangs back and takes care of the tavern and a few things, and lets this group traipse on without them.
Perfect. All right, and as the group all comes to and all wakes up, you would find the town abuzz with fear, with anxiety, with fright. There has been a murder in Chasmclaw.
Another one.
What?
Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum.
It wasn't me.
And it.
Torrance and who else would be around? Torrance never left the apparition inn all night. He just stayed at the bar. We'll say
Hanging out
actually
with
let me
Rosie.
People keeping track of his tallies and shifts.
right. Let me actually take us back to the tavern for a minute. So Torrance would be hanging out probably with Taja, who comes in almost every morning for a nice like 7 a.m. ale to start the day. And so the two of them are talking, and Taja's saying, yes, it's horribly tragic. I was great friends with poor Opal, but it was at her place. The scene is rather grisly. I hope that we can find some people to look into it. I mean, maybe Jack and the Yellow Jackets will be able to do it, but I mean, they're they're there. They didn't stop it, so I'm worried. And-
I'm assuming we can hear this.
Yes,
as
I was about
as I'm
to.
walking
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
Okay. Melazog comes walking down. He now has what almost looks like a large skeletal moth just kind of resting on his head. Because I get
It's a
to
cool
change
hat.
that. I get to change that between the days.
Yeah.
He comes and he's like, "Well, the Yellow Jackets aren't." Oh Lord. Oh man, I was hoping to do business with her. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna see if maybe the rest of the crew would like to go investigate this. Oh Lord, if not, I might have to do this one alone. We'll see. Where did you say she lived again?
Oh, Opal would live in the northeast district, just past kind of the Temple Row. Taja would say. I am pinging it so you can kind of see.
Where is Rosie being kept, by the way?
So, unless otherwise requested, Rosie would have been in Aster's room, and Aster would have slept with his legs hanging over one of the rafters on the ceiling, upside down, in typical bat fashion, so Rosie could have the entirety of the floor.
So, looking for Rosie in the morning, Quentin would not be able to find her, huh? Or would you two like get up early and get around?
I think we would have gotten up pretty early to help get the dogs going with tavern duties and stuff. Aster would really like Rosie to follow in their paw steps, so he's working on getting her used to having like a platter with different cups and bowls on her back and stuff. So we're doing some training in the kitchen.
And finding Rosie, has Rosie had a bath or anything, or is it still just covered in the costume and having all the blood and muck of the cavern still on it?
I didn't bathe her,
Uh,
so unless someone else wanted to.
I just thought you
is
looked
it
like
okay
that.
if I take our Rosie friend out back and give her a clean up here? She got to be uncomfortable.
I don't know. Aster will look at Rosie and see if she appears to be giving off any kind of vibes one way or another.
Sorry, elaborate on vibes.
Does she appear particularly excited or not excited at the prospect of getting a bath?
The concept of bath might be a little bit foreign to her, but she seems dried up and scaly, like she's looking for somewhere to wash.
Okay. Rosie, this kind gentleman, not food,
Hi.
would like to help you get clean. Water, bathing, very good. And Aster will turn and look at Quentin. She's good.
Oh, okay. And yeah, that's so I'm assuming that would have happened like first thing. So Quentin would be like out back bathing Rosie during all this conversation.
Perfect.
Ari probably walks in with Opal's feather like stuck in her ear.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened? What are the sad faces? What's
So apparently Opal died. Well, was murdered last night.
She did not accept my fur.
I don't believe that is why she
I
died.
took her feather.
You do have her feather, which is not the best look at the moment for all of us.
Okay. She'll take it off.
I don't know if you want to leave that here or if you want to help me go investigate. Though
Oh,
they
we're
do
going?
say,
Yeah, let's go investigate. Where are we going?
well, I tried to find the others.
Oh, I can go get him. And Ari will
I
run
mean,
off
I
and
was-
start banging on doors.
I was looking for Quentin, but I think I'm just a little too late to find him, so now I don't know where he went.
He is out back, bathing Rosie.
Oh no.
I am sure he is fine. He seems very capable.
It's not him I'm worried about. And he goes out
Oh,
back.
Rosie loves the water. I'm sure she is fine as well.
Yeah, everyone can be awake at this point. Rosie and Quentin, bath time actually goes quite well. And Rosie just kind of wants to soak in the water for a while, but Quentin, you can certainly become aware of the situation.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm coming. And he's gonna come at hearing his voice being called from inside. Kind of just shuffling in. Good morning. Hi. Hello.
Hey, I have a question. How were you keeping her wig on while you were giving her a bath?
Oh, that's not real hair.
Wonderful.
Oh. It just stayed on itself. I just scrubbed the hair. It's
That
pretty
is-
secure. Yeah.
Relatively surprising. I am less concerned now.
She now has a clean mop on her head.
Yeah.
I am far less concerned than I was earlier. Now we gotta find Vok and Alan.
Ari's definitely banging way too loud on a hungover Alan's door.
I'm coming. Let me get my boots on.
Wake up!
Volk,
We got a murder!
Volk comes,
Murder!
Volk comes out of his room.
It wasn't me!
Who are we murdering?
I haven't
No,
gotten
no,
that
no,
far
no.
yet.
Wrong way, wrong way.
I also want to make an important point that Ari and Alan do not remember the last night.
Yeah, waking up. Alan's gonna head down for bacon. I hope they have bacon, 'cause he wants bacon.
So we wouldn't have met last night, so I wouldn't have known who that feather was?
Yes, you would wake up with a strange feather in your room.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Put it back. Alizog told me I shouldn't have this because it was a bad look because somebody's murdered, but I don't get
Yeah.
it.
You would, Ari, you would know who Opal is just from your time in town, but you
Right.
would not remember your interaction with her.
Right, so, Alan, I might have murdered somebody.
Oh well, all
But
right.
don't tell everybody.
Let me see. I don't.
If
let me
we
see I
investigate
can't
and find
a
out
shovel.
it's me, I will accept responsibility.
We'll
Are
see.
you seeing this
We'll
in
figure it
Alan's
out.
room or out in the hallway?
No.
Because Volk walks out and hears this and be like, kind of that look of you murdered somebody.
Falk, don't tell him.
Well, let me find
Did
a
you murder
shovel.
somebody?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Okay. I don't know where the body is.
Oh, that's a problem.
We should start there. Maybe they know where the body is. Melazog will figure it out.
We'll figure this thing out.
Toddle her way
So you
back
guys might have
upstairs.
killed somebody last night is what you're trying to tell me here.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. I
Alan,
don't
did we
really-
kill somebody together?
I don't-
That'd be
I don't
cool.
really
I'm not gonna
remember
lie.
getting
Wait, we
back
should
to the
not-
Tavern, to be honest with you. I remember wrestling an alligator, and that's about it.
I remember you
We woke
both
up in
get
Quentin's
pretty.
room.
I know you both got pretty trashed last night drinking. You tried drinking a guy that seemed like he can out-drink all of us.
Well, that sounds like something I'd do, but man, I don't remember a bit of it.
Torrance.
That is correct. Yes.
Oh shit! Where did you come from?
I was walking back to my room. I forgot my bag.
How much,
How much
did you hear?
How much did I hear? Is that a roll? I don't have eavesdropping.
If you want to make an awareness roll and just kind of go based on the number, then go for it.
All of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he heard the whole thing.
Yeah. And Astra might be able to connect some of the dots because he would have heard Teja talking about how Opal's body is in her house. So I'll kind of corral everyone into the
Yeah, we did.
the commons. So you're all in the same room together now, along with Teja and Torrance. And you can, through exchanging information a little bit, you know that Opal's body is at the scene, presumably at the scene of the crime, which was apparently her house.
All right, and Ashter, Ari, do either of you know exactly where her house was? I was never privy an invite to her abode.
I have never been to her house.
Sounded
It
super
is on the
convincing.
map where it says Opal's house.
All right, all
He
right.
just says, I can show you. Opal and I we're great friends. I can show you where she breathed her last.
All right. Thank you very much, and I am so sorry for your loss.
We will figure this out. We will find
We
who
are-
did this.
We are definitely going to figure this out and find who did this and bring whatever happened to justice.
And
I'm
it was
just-
not any of us that did it.
I'm
Right.
No,
curious.
we
Yeah.
were all here.
And if we find out who did this, we will punish them to the full extent and brutality of the law.
Oh,
It does my heart
I'm
good
just-
to hear this.
I'm just wondering. She was in here the night prior, yeah, and with Doily and Scarlet. Are they okay?
As far as I know, but I do need to go check on both of them and be sure.
Please, can we make sure they're okay? Doily was really nice.
Yes.
Okay.
If you can head to the scene of crime, well, I'll show you. None of you know where it is.
Oh,
And then
I would
while
very
you're
much
investigating,
appreciate
I will go and check on my other friends.
it.
Okay.
Thank you.
As they walk, Ari's just gonna lean over to Alan and be like, "Her body wasn't buried. I think we're good."
Yeah, that sounds like a good sign. I hope there's no like clues or nothing pointing to us.
It's fine.
Yeah, and
Do you remember
uh,
anything at all?
Nope.
Oh, me either.
Okay.
No.
Wow. Holy
Wow.
cow.
R.I.P.
Love it.
Excellent.
So pretty.
Oh, that's dark. That's
You
real
arrive-
dark.
You arrive at
Oh.
Opal's house. You see the peacock Kleppen just covered in blood and gore, claw marks, maybe knife marks. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly. There is a jack-o'-lantern on her doorstep that is still glowing, kind of mockingly smiling up at you all.
Is there any kind of like pattern or anything like that with these claw/knife marks?
Pattern, like, it appears that it wasn't done with more than 3 different weapons. Like the width and length of them is pretty consistent across like 3 different types. Like, there's thin slashes that are probably knives. There's thicker like puncture and drag things that are probably claws. It's all kind of a bloody mess. It's a little bit hard to tell specifics, but it looks like they were all smaller stabby or cutty weapons, not giant like cleaving weapons.
Okay. And it doesn't look like it's like you mentioned that jack-o'-lantern, so now I'm sitting here imagining that there's like a jack-o'-lantern like carved into her stomach or something.
Oh no, nothing like that. The jack-o'-lantern is unique in that you don't see any others like on the doorsteps of any other houses. Like, it's not difficult to assume it's some kind of calling card.
Okay. That was about to be my next question.
The town guard captain, Jack Hornet of the Yellow Jackets, is there doing his own investigation.
Hello there, Jack. How are you doing on this horrendous morning?
I mean, I'm doing quite horrendously. How else would I be doing? It's my job to ensure that no one dies, and here I am failing at it once again. This happens way too often. I'm too old for this.
I agree that this happens way too often, but taking on that entire responsibility by yourself is an easy way to find yourself in an early grave, my friend. Please do not do that to yourself.
I appreciate the sentiment. It's
All right. Would you take our assistance, me and my companions here, to attempt to help you find out what happened?
oh, certainly if you know anything. Were you with her last night?
Me and my companions were with her for a little while at the Apparition Inn. And I found her wonderful to talk to. We had even started to construct a deal for me to find a way to get these guys paid. That's concerning.
That's very
Uh,
concerning.
Jack hones in on Ari. You seem uncertain. Do you not? Where were you last night between the hours of 11 and 2 a.m.?
Working in the inn like I always do.
Okay. Can anyone corroborate this?
I saw her.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
I also work in the inn.
Me and Alan had a drinking contest. It was fun.
Yeah,
I lost to Torrance, though.
but I don't remember what time that was.
I see.
What is time but an illusion?
I
Or
think
a
it went pretty
spice.
late.
A social construct, if we're being honest.
Right?
I can vouch that they were at the end. I cannot vouch exactly between those times where they were at, but I can
Fuck,
say
what
they
the
were
fuck?
at the end talking to him. I can say they were talking to him, and I woke up this morning, and they seemed like they were sleeping soundly in bed.
I
Very
mean,
well.
I mean,
I-
and who murders people and then sleeps soundly in their bed?
I carried Alan
lot
of people,
up
actually.
the stairs before that time frame. I think.
Wait.
he was with me. I tucked him in. He wasn't doing well.
Melozog, you seem to imply that I was accusing them. I'm simply trying to gather information. I don't.
Oh,
I don't
no,
assume
that
anyone
is- I am not saying that you are accusing anyone. Obviously, we are all in the primary stages of investigation. However, with
Yes.
that being said, I was more making a joke for my fellow companions, if I'm being honest. It's been
Yeah,
an interesting beginning of this week, and it just seems to be getting more interesting.
yeah. Do we look
There's a
like
word
the
for
type
it.
of people that would walk around with sociopathic serial killers?
Please do
You're
not
an
answer that.
adventuring party in a role-playing game.
That was my joke.
We're a what now?
Wait, what? In a what? My mind is
Um,
blown. I don't know
Oh,
what's real
please. Yes, anything that you can do to aid in the investigation, I will be quite grateful. I mean, you all know where the Yellow Jackets office is, where our headquarters is. Come see us at any point with information that you have.
Have you found
I-
any evidence yet? Like, was anything left behind?
There's a jack-o'-lantern.
Other than the jack-o'-lantern.
There's various stab marks and signs of mutilation.
What exactly is the mutilation looking like?
The mutilation looks like her throat was slit or maybe ripped. It's hard to tell. There's not much of a throat left, so it's hard to tell kind of the process by which that happened. Feathers are scattered around. It looks like a pillow fight took place. But you know, there's a lot of blood splatters on the walls and floor, as well as the feathers. Some of the feathers are stuck to blood that has kind of dried on the wall. There are
Are they-
various.
Are they her
Or-
feathers?
Yes, quite clearly. There are various tears and rends in her like chest and stomach, like her whole torso area.
Can I look around the area for, like, things that don't fit? Whether it be, like, something else's feathers, hair,
Yeah,
footprint in the blood, handprint in the blood, like, smudge somewhere.
Yes, so anyone who wants to can make an awareness or intelligence check to look for information.
Can I use
And I'll take kind of the
investigating?
average of the group roll. Absolutely, you can use
Would
investigating.
you, and I'm going to throw this out there, would you accept a scavenging check? Because I'm scavenging for clues.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet.
Would you accept a nature check with my cryptozoology bonus?
Cryptozoology bonus.
Curious to see if there's anything that could possibly lead to, like, a beast or a monstrosity.
Oh, sure, like identifying the claw
involved.
marks and yeah, that's fine.
Would you accept a Arcana?
Yes.
I would like to point out that Alan got a nat 20 and Ari got a
did.
nat 1 as they're walking around
Yep.
together.
Does Ari have a
Average.
hangover?
Amazing.
Perfect average. And we both have the same bonus to our roll.
Ari's stepping in the blood herself and then finding her own footprint.
It was me.
Oh no!
I think the person that killed her would have blood on their hands, Ari. Let me see your
And-
hands.
And claws, I'm not seeing very many claws in you at the moment.
Quentin isn't going to be
Spot for claws.
looking around. He's instead going to go over to the
Alan puts his
body,
hands in his pocket.
and he's going to, knowing it probably is feeble and useless, he's going to try anyway. But he's going to see if he can heal the body.
Okay.
Just because he wants to hope and pray that maybe she's not dead.
Yeah.
Does that actually burn my spell? I'll gladly do that.
No,
If
we'll
that's-
just play it as flavor. She is in fact quite dead.
Okay.
A murder most
She
foul.
is dead, you say.
Oh, stop. That ruffles my
Being this
feathers.
close, then, is there anything like a medicine check would allude to?
Medicine would be fine. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
wrap that in with the investigation here. All right, the group average is around 17. That's close enough for my mental math right now. I'm not gonna get more exact than that. And so, yeah, Ari is starting to suspect herself. Alan finds a highly relevant clue that I'll come back to in a minute. Melizog determines that this had to do with occult ritual. It may have been in order to gain occult power. It may have been to fulfill the needs of some kind of like ritual, like material requirement, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think the rest of you, those of you looking at the actual body itself, the nature checks, the medicine checks, you haven't seen any beast that would quite make these lacerations. It's like it's almost like she was flayed by like a cat of nines or something. But there's something about it that suggests that it wasn't done by an actual weapon. Like the markings don't quite follow that pattern.
Oh, thank goodness. It definitely wasn't Rosie.
No, Rosie was in my room last night.
Oh, okay. Okay, good, good, good.
Alan, you find a scrap of a doily.
Oh. All right. Yeah, that's. Hey, wasn't that other lady making doilies?
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't remember that. You just
Oh,
find
that's
a
right.
bloody doily.
Crap. Hey, anybody got any idea what this thing's for?
Looks like a doily. Hey,
Looks kind
Hey,
of like
Quentin.
mine. I'm going to
Yeah,
show
well-
the one I have on my attire.
Yeah, they're very, very similar.
I forget, Quentin. Who'd you get that little thing from?
I believe that was
Oh.
from Doily, wasn't it? Maybe
Yeah,
we
her
should go
name
ask
was
her.
Doily. Yeah, yes. I hope she's okay. This worries me. Maybe they were here together and they kidnapped her. Oh my gosh. We got to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel we need to go check on Doily.
Did you all find something of note?
Yeah, we found a bloody doily.
As far as I'm aware, Doily herself is alive and well. I mean, not well, right? Distressed about her friend, but perhaps we should go question her and see if she knows anything. This could be a dead end. I imagine she just gave her friend a doily, but it's worth checking.
It's always worth looking into.
I say we question her in depth. All the questions.
I tried to heal her and I failed. I'm sorry. I couldn't save her.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you
okay, Quentin.
for
She's
trying,
dead.
sir. Yeah. There's some things you can't fix.
Oh, okay.
To Doilies? Or is Doily somewhere else? Where's Doily?
Yeah.
Mr.
Hey, Mr. Hornet, do you think you could tell us how to get to Doilies?
Certainly. I'll go with you myself.
Before we leave, would it be possible to perform last rites, or does that need to be like more immediately after death?
Remind me what last rites
It
is.
says, when a creature dies, you may briefly commune with its soul to give it a funeral appropriate to its customs, and then doing so grants you shield HP equal to your charisma. Which I know
Yeah,
we're not in
you'd be,
combat right now, but
Yeah, you'd be past that point. That'd be like
Got it.
more
Okay.
immediately after death.
cool. One day I'll use that.
Across town, Doily is incredibly distraught. It looks like she's been crying most of the morning. But she invites you in and lets you kind of sit down around her living room, which is covered in doilies.
Why? Does it smell like mothballs?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's got an antique coffee table with the claws just a little bit too far out, so you always stub your toe on it.
Oh no.
Oh, ow, oh, oh. Why do you have it that far? What? Oh.
Oh, you get used to it when you live here. I've broken my claws on it
is
a few
that
times.
Is that an invitation?
No,
I don't think that I'm ever going to live here.
that's okay. I'm sorry that your foot is hurt.
Oh,
Um,
I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you. You know, I just
But-
gave her a new doily last night.
Would it be this one? And he will motion to Quentin to take the one that we found out.
That's the very one. Oh, it's scarlet. It's crimson with her blood.
Was that a Freudian slip, or did you mean to use the word scarlet?
Who's Freudian?
I didn't use my voice. I was just curious if that was intentional.
I have no reason to suspect Scarlet. She's always been a dear to both of us.
I don't trust deer all that often.
She's always been a kind person to both of us.
When did you give her the doily?
Last night, it
No,
was
but
the
like
one
when? Like an hour. Give me a time.
I don't know. It was during.
Why
the
don't you
drinking-
know? If you give your friends gifts, you know.
Especially if it's the last one you'll ever be able to give her.
I didn't know that.
Where were you at the hours 11 from 11 to 2 in the morning?
Which one of us the
Um,
good cop? I think we're missing the good cop.
I'm trying to be the good cop. You all just make it.
None of us are good at being the good cop.
I got home right
Quentin-
around 11. I gave her the doily during the drinking contest between you two and Mr. Torrance.
Quentin's gonna go over and like hold her hand and like rub her back to just comfort her. He's not gonna be asking her any questions. But while she's like answering, can you just like do like some sort of intuiting on her stance?
Yeah, especially if you're like rubbing her back, you can tell, you can feel some stuff in tension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not great. 13.
Yeah, I mean she's very distraught. It's I won't completely rule out the possibility that she knows more than she's letting on, but the emotion is completely real, even if there's there may be a blend of hiding and sorrow. It may just be sorrow.
Okay.
My friends, I must apologize for the way that my friends are kind of jumping to this. But I do have to ask, do you know if she left the apparition in last night with anyone? Or if anyone was at her house? Or who the last person would have seen her alive?
I'm not. I mean, it may have been me and Scarlet. I'm not quite sure. I do remember her saying something odd had happened the day before, though.
And what was that?
A carved pumpkin appeared on her doorstep. She wasn't
Oh,
sure
yeah,
who it
we-
was from. She assumed it was some kind of odd gift.
We saw it. It was there. Yeah.
Yeah, that she had it for a full day.
Do you know of any other of these carved pumpkins showing up around town?
I do not. No.
Damn.
Do you like pumpkins there, Doily?
I mean, a nice pie once in a while, but the flavor itself, not really. No. A lot of people are obsessed
So,
with pumpkin flavoring, but not me.
Yeah, it's
so
not
you're
gross,
saying
right?
you just like to carve pumpkins, you don't like to eat pumpkins.
I've never actually carved a pumpkin.
I have. They're pretty fun.
I'm not sure if I
Sorry.
could, given the association that I have with them.
I look over at Arya, just she says she carves pumpkins. I just kind of give her that look of, was it you?
I'm sure that's a complete coincidence, but do you know anybody else who's a fan of carving pumpkins?
Jack Hornet kind of looks over at you too.
What did you just ask, Alan?
I said, do you know of anyone else who's a fan of carved pumpkins or carving pumpkins?
You know, I can't say that I do. I mean, Taja the apothecary likes anything to do with nature. She may know more. Kugak the blacksmith probably has made carving knives. I'm not. I don't think it was either. I can't imagine anyone would do this. I mean, yes, it happens every few years, of course, but
This happens every few years. A murder
mean-
with a carved pumpkin.
cults seem to thrive around Chasmclaw. Not the pumpkin. I mean people dying in gross ways.
I
The
see, I see.
pumpkin is new. I suppose you could talk to either of them. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, butchers probably enjoy carving things, but I mean, Butch has always been a nice guy.
Butch the butcher.
Yeah, it's easy to remember.
So Butch likes to carve things, and he's a butcher.
Yes.
Opal was butchered. Must be Butch.
I can't imagine it was Butch. He always gives me a discount on poultry.
Butch is really nice.
Well, sounds like he's got a good source on it.
And the evidence just keeps stacking up. It's almost like open and shut case on this Butch guy.
Easy there. We shouldn't just be widely accusing everybody. Gosh.
I'm just going by, what the evidence is looking at. He likes to carve things. His name is Butch. He's a butcher. And he gives her a discount on poultry. Peacocks are considered poultry.
Huh? Is that true?
Yeah, I suppose
not-
it's true. I would
I'm
say,
not sure
I would say it
the
wasn't true.
intersection between
Oh, that's-
poultry and Kleppen.
That's terrible thought process. Oh my gosh, I need some air. Quentin's gonna get up and step outside.
Yeah, Jack Hornet is actually gonna step outside too, and he's gonna say to Quentin, while we're close to the headquarters, I'm going to go back and coordinate efforts with my deputies. I will return to Doily to check in on her. So if you wish for me to catch up with you later, then once you go somewhere else, just let Doily know, and I'll catch up with you.
All
And
right.
then
Okay.
he makes his way off.
Well,
Quentin will just wait outside until the others are ready, until they finish up in there.
Yeah.
I would very much hate to just believe this man did it solely because of his name and occupation. But he is worth questioning.
Do we know if Scarlett's okay?
No, that's where we're going next, I think.
Oh,
I
cool.
think.
It would be good. I have spoken with Scarlett today, so I know she's okay. But I mean, alive, not okay. She's very distressed. But checking in on her might be worthwhile.
Uh,
I don't imagine she knows anything else besides what I've already told you.
well, of course. But do you mind if I take a look around for a moment, just to try and calm down from this horrendous thing we had to look at?
That's fine. Do you want to see my flower garden?
Yes.
Okay, right this way. It'll if this helps you calm down at all. And she starts pointing out the various flowers that she has: tulips, lilies of the valley, lilacs.
As like Melazog's like walking away from like Volk and Alan, he's just gonna like point around and try to get them to start looking
Yep.
around the house while he has her distracted.
Ari's trying to be as distracting as possible, talking about flowers she knows nothing about.
I was already thinking about doing that. Would you take another scavenging check?
Sure.
Nice.
How about an investigating check?
Absolutely. While you're rolling that, Alan, you find 23 doilies in this room.
That's a lot of toys. I'll take 5.
And a 21 from you, Volk. There's nothing like incriminating in the room. It looks like a typical living room. It's got one set of nice like tea, a teapot and teacups, saucers. It's got like one nice tea set, and one ordinary tea set in kind of a china cabinet on one side. It's got that annoyingly large coffee table, and the couch is covered in doilies. You don't find any like hidden passages or suspicious like meat cleavers or like there's no obvious murder weapon or hiding areas in this room.
What about any? What are the other rooms of the house looking like? Are they?
There's a connecting kitchen. I'm including that in the investigation.
Okay.
I mean, you find like a normal set of kitchen knives, but they don't like they're normal small knives. They wouldn't have done the destruction that you saw at Opal's
Sure.
place. And there's a personal bedroom. Again, if you peek around a little bit, like the closet, the floors under the bed, you don't see any trapdoors or hidden rooms, anything like that.
Sure. With that, Alan would probably join the others outside. You know, just do a quick little once over of the place and head outside.
Volk would be right behind him.
All right. Well, I mean, Doily is, trying to play the gracious host, but she's clearly distraught.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
I
you
think-
all for looking into this.
Oh, and we are definitely not done looking into this. We will continue until we find out what happened and we bring their killer to justice.
You're not off my list. We'll just walk out. Walk out the door.
Volk goes to Ari, and you're not off mine.
I probably
Everybody's a
Why
suspect.
Why would she be on your list?
Why would I be on your list?
Because everybody's a suspect.
Oh, is that how this works?
Are you also a suspect?
I
course
feel
I'm not
like
a
if you're I feel like
If I'm
if
a
you are
suspect,
so
you're a suspect.
paranoid, I feel like if you are so paranoid that you're almost making yourself a suspect, Volk.
But if
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
suspect,
looking
you're a
pretty
suspect.
suspicious to me.
Yeah, right?
Hey, but if I'm a suspect, you're a suspect, Mesagog.
Okay, we can't
Melazog,
we
my friend.
Elzog, sorry.
we can't we can't turn on ourselves, so we will never be the ones to find out the truth of the of this terrible thing.
That was kind
we-
of my
we've-
point as well, my friend. Thank you for being the voice of
Okay.
reason in these times.
Should
Yeah,
we group hug? Group hug real quick. This is terrible, terrible times. Group hug.
Aster takes a step back.
Ari's all for a group hug.
Melozog is also okay for a group hug.
A
Yeah,
bear hug,
Alan
you
will
might
lean in
say.
for it.
Group hug!
Say kumbaya too.
1, 2, 3,
I'll place a
Chasmclaw.
hand on somebody's back, but standing like arm's length away from the group hug.
You
Yeah.
put your hand on what you think is Melozog's back, except it feels like really bony, and then you realize it was like a moth.
Oh. I'll start petting it.
I'm gonna montage the rest of the day here because you're not gonna gain a lot of new information besides what you've already learned. It's probably mid-afternoon by the time you leave Doyley's place. And talking with Scarlet, you don't learn any additional information. Scarlet mentions that she walked part of the way home with Opal. If you look at the map here, there's like the intersection where the path towards Scarlet's area and toward Opal's diverge. So she walked that far with Opal, and Opal was fine. So she could be the last person to have seen Opal before her death. She's similarly distraught. Quentin, I'd like another intuiting check from you. You can do kind of the same read.
Okay.
$15. Was that
Only
the
a pinch
same?
better.
No, it's a little better. Yeah. Same deal. You think that it's just her being like upset that her friend has perished, but you're not 100% sure. Yeah, I mean, talking with Scarlet, you don't learn any other new information. Her place checks out. Ari, I'm sure, has seen it before, as it's like a competing brewery. Are there any other like threads that you all want to pull on before the evening?
I think we definitely go talk to the butcher before
Okay.
the day is up.
Yeah, I don't think there's a world where we don't go check out Butch.
Yeah.
Unless
yeah.
Walking
someone else
around-
says
I,
no.
as a player, have a suspicion, but Alan doesn't remember the previous evening, so
Yep.
he doesn't.
While we're walking around, do we see any pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns on anyone else's doorstep?
Not in the path
Or
that you would have
clothing.
taken.
Okay.
I mean, this is kind of mapping out on the screen here. That's kind of the path I imagine you would take to get to the brewery. And then
Okay.
if you want to canvas a little bit more of the neighborhood on your way to Butch's place, that would, be reasonable as well. So you've covered a fair amount of the town.
As we're walking, that man that came in with the mayor, not the one they did the drinking game with, but the other one, were
Oh,
there
David.
those pumpkin? David,
Yes.
were there? Was that pumpkin patterns on his
Yes.
jacket?
That's what
Yeah,
I
As we're walking, Quentin's just like, don't that one other guy really seemed to like pumpkins too. That came in with the mayor. I didn't catch his name.
Oh, David, the tailor.
Shall
Oh,
we go
yeah,
investigate the tailor? Because he
maybe
enjoys pumpkins.
Maybe after we talk to Butch, yeah. Maybe he's right after Butch.
All right. That sounds good.
All right. Yeah, so you get to the butcher stand, which is close to that main town square where the Apparition Inn is. And Butch is there just carving up this giant turkey. And he looks at you all and he says, "Greetings. I'd say good day, but I know it's not."
That's
Nah.
not a peacock, is it? Points at the thing he's
Of
carving.
course it's not a peacock. I have some class and some taste. This is a turkey.
Okay, thank goodness. They said peacocks are poultry and get carved up and stuff.
Well, but there's a delineation between like peacocks and Kleppen, so
Oh,
do
that's-
what Yeah,
That's good.
I myself do not partake in any form of cannibalism, even if it's a cross species. It's got to be like a non-humanoid animal for me to eat it. Understand
Okay.
and respect if you disagree. Just please don't do that in front of me.
Anybody? Where were you last night?
Ari, I was at home. I was at home reading fairy tales to my grandson.
Oh, that's sweet.
Which
It
fairy
wasn't
tales?
Butch.
Yeah, I like stories. Stories are great. What fairy tale were you reading?
Well, so my older grandson likes likes I'm trying to fictionalize this. He's a big fan of the Brothers Grave, and his little sister loves Mother Hen. So I read some of both of those to them to put them to bed. Then I talked with my daughter and my son-in-law for quite a while. Not really talking
Okay.
about anything, just hanging out.
Yeah, I like stories. That's nice. That's a
My
nice
favorite
thing.
one
Good-
is three
good for
Anzus
you
and a
to do that.
teapot.
That is a good one.
What do the Anzus do with the teapot?
They heat it up.
Yeah, and then they just kind of sit in it.
I am unfamiliar with these customs.
It's okay. I don't know these books either, but I really want to read them someday or have somebody read them to me. I'm not very good at reading.
Well, maybe check Patreon in a couple weeks and we'll see if something's up.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Okay. Thank you.
What is this?
Yeah, we
Patreon
really need a
of-
storybook of the Brothers' Grave on Patreon.
All right.
Do we have any other questions? I think we're good here. Which is too nice.
Thank you for your time, good sir. Do you have any smoked meats? We've been at this all day, and I don't think any of us have eaten. I think that's part of the reason why we're getting a little rambunctious.
Oh, you want some turkey? I mean,
Is it smoked?
it is smoked and it's turkey. Like it'll calm you down. It'll make you real sleepy, real fast.
No. I
We
don't.
need
I don't
to keep our
think-
wits about us.
Yeah. Oh well. Thank you, sir.
Can Quentin tell if he's being truthful?
Oh, sure.
Another intuiting check.
Yes.
Wait, you don't have any grandsons.
That's the same roll as last time.
Butch is a completely earnest and honest man.
Maybe just a little nipple. I want to see how good your turkey is, but not too much because I need to stay wakeful.
Oh, his turkey is fantastic. It's the best turkey you've ever had.
Ooh.
Quentin's walking away drooling. Yum, yum,
I'll-
yum, yum, yum.
I'll take a little nibble for Blue here, and at that he's gonna pull a small puppy just out of his pocket.
What?
He's just had this puppy in his
A
pocket.
puppy?
It's a
puppy?
small blue puppy. Like it's got some black spots and some tanness to it, but it's overall kind of blue tinged.
Why was that in your pocket?
Puppy.
Hey, he's been too small to.
Pocket full of puppies.
He's been too small to really run around on his own.
I-
He's starting to get big enough for hunting now.
My friend, I fear for the coloration of the puppy you've kept in your pocket. The fact that it's blue and it's been in your pocket is rather concerning.
Oh no, he's always been that color. And he would,
Does
you
it
know,
actually
he
eat
would
some
take
of the
a little-
turkey?
yeah, he would take a little piece of the turkey and feed it to
Okay,
him, and
thank goodness.
he'd eat it
All
right
right.
up.
Melazog is giving you like weird looks, but is just letting it go for now.
So you're
Do we know
all.
if Opal had any pets?
Opal would not have had any pets. Scarlet and Doily can confirm that.
Okay. Just checking.
It's
Yeah.
just this
It's
group that all have
kind of
pets.
weird. We never heard this dog before. You're telling us now.
Yeah. As you're all filling up on turkey, the captain, Jack Hornet, would be in the town square, heading to the Apparition Inn. You'd see him kind of across the way, and he'd notice you and head over. Well, have you learned anything new? Do we have any actionable information?
I think there was something about everybody's a suspect, and then we ruled it wasn't Butch or Scarlet.
Well,
and
that's
we're gonna go visit this David guy because he really likes pumpkins, so much so that his attire shows him off.
And Alan had a dog in his pocket this whole time.
oh,
Yeah,
he's
pocket
so
puppy.
cute, the little guy. David's always been great. I mean, he outfitted the entire Yellow Jackets, but yeah, no stone unturned, I suppose. And as you're talking, Ogmund would hurry up to you all. He would see Quentin and he would twirl his mustache a little bit.
Hi.
Hello. I have some concerning news for all of you. Yes, what's wrong? So the mayor's my manor has always been quite secure, but a carved pumpkin appeared in my courtyard.
Oh, you're a goner. I'm sorry.
I was wondering who would be next.
I mean, perhaps it might be best for you to acquire some additional security for your manor tonight.
That is why I'm here. Knowing that
And-
you've been working with the Rangers, I thought that perhaps you would be willing to do a favor for the mayor, knowing, of course, that I keep track of favors and repay them kindly. It would mean a great deal to me. It would make me feel much more at ease if
Yeah,
you would all do a stakeout.
I am not saying that we will not. I am just curious for an answer to my following question. A lot of people around town like to use very non-committal verbiage and then kind of leave us in the dust. What are we working for?
I will equip all of you with any new mundane weapons or armor that you need, in addition to paying you each a 200 silver coin stipend.
All right. Yep. No, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with that. He'll look around.
I'll take that.
Can I have a pardon for a
Melozog-
future crime that I have yet to commit?
No, but
No.
we will take circumstantial evidence into account. If you have a good reputation with me and with Jack, then we can lessen or completely mitigate your sentence depending on the nature of the crime.
Gotcha. Yes, wink, wink. Okay, I'm in.
Have you got any horses?
A horse, like
Is a horse, of course.
the clops on the pavement with its hooves and whinnies, and has like a mane.
Yeah, you're describing a horse. Yeah.
No, never heard of it. Nothing like that around here.
All right, that was a pretty detailed description. Not having any idea what it is, but all right. Moving on. Do you got any kind of rideable animal? Any beasts of burden?
Oh, certainly, yes. Longhorn cows, elk. Yes, we can work something out. Maybe a moose. I think we're fresh out of moosin', but maybe we can hunt one down.
Ah, yes, Moosin.
Excellent. I think yeah, I can work something out with that.
All right, great.
Well, we were gonna visit David first, and then we could come set up this stakeout at your abode.
Lovely, thank you.
Just to be safe, maybe you should come with us. So if anybody tries to get you during the daylight hours, you're safe.
All right. That seems prudent. I appreciate it. I'll continue to accompany you all as well, at least for the time being.
Okay.
And Jack would lead you to David's tailor area. What do you call a tailor store? Is it just called a tailor's?
I believe
Like
so.
Smith's?
I believe
Yeah.
so,
Taylor?
Yeah.
Taylor
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
Usually Taylor.
Right. Yeah. So you go to the tailor, and it is empty. No one is there.
On the walk,
Suspicious.
Quentin's gonna put a hand on one of Melazog's shoulders, kind of lean in. They don't all leave us in the dust. Opal couldn't help it. She got murdered, and then he pats him.
I'm more talking about my brother who has offered payment on more than one occasion and not done so.
Oh, well, your brother's just rude.
Absolutely. He's a horrible person.
And with that, Quentin's gonna reach up and knock on David's establishment.
Mhm. And yeah, there would be no answer. Jack would do the whole, David, you in there? Sheriff's business. We're coming in. And he'll produce a skeleton key, try the lock, and he'll be like, "That's weird. These usually work." And then he'll kind of jimmy it open with a crowbar and lead you
Break
all
it
in.
in.
And yeah, the tailor shop is empty. There's a lot of black and orange fabric lying around, some green and some gold, but yeah, no one is home.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
conduct an investigating check on this, see if we could notice anything out of place or strange.
Yes, go for it.
Will you take an Arcana roll?
I will take an Arcana roll.
Will you take
Anyone
another
else?
scavenging?
Yeah, if you want to make kind of the same rolls we've been making, go for it.
Will you take tracking? Looking for
Me and
info on
Alan's
beasts and
flop time.
I
monstrosities.
didn't find any.
I actually will take tracking. Yeah.
Amazing. With beasts and monstrosities?
Yes.
I'm actually looking for something to steal that's already been made.
Only got 9.
Would you take a perceiving check?
Yes.
I should roll that instead.
I'm sorry, I'm doing mental math. 45, 75, 85, 91 divided by 6 is like 15-ish. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, collectively you find a couple things, specifically on the high rolls and the low rolls. Melazog, you don't really detect anything arcane or occult here. You find some writings on what looks like receipt paper, just kind of scrawled, that are ideas for what might be fun cantrips, but that's kind of the extent of anything. And oh, nice! I didn't realize you could just do division there. Thank you.
I wasn't sure if it worked on Foundry
Yeah,
or not.
that's
I know
awesome.
It worked on some others.
That's really cool. I'm going to use that so much. Let's see. Notable outlier high rolls. Ari, you're looking for something to steal. You find
Yes.
a bottle of unopened pumpkin spice flavored whiskey.
This is
Pumpkin
definitely
flavor.
evidence. I think this should come with us to the stakeout.
Mm. Aster, you would find you would not find evidence of beasts or monstrosities here, but you would find some heavy footprints in the mud behind the house, leading away. The rest of you, after some scrounging around for a little bit, the sun has set at this point. The clouds have kind of rolled in. It's a very dark night. It's taking you a while to kind of comb through and do this investigation. But eventually, after moving some of the fabric to the side, you find a Wh- It looks like a carved pumpkin illustration. It is not a pumpkin itself. It's like an illustration of one, painted in a reddish brownish color underneath the fabric.
How
Reddish
close to the
brownish color. Would it potentially resemble dried blood?
It might resemble dried blood.
how close to the image of the actual pumpkin left on Opal's house is this art?
The eyes and mouth are identical. The exact proportions of the pumpkin itself are off a little bit, but yes, the face is the same.
That looks familiar.
Moved David to the top of my list.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on top of the list now.
Yes.
Should we just
Could
go hunt
I-
him down?
Could I roll, like, say, nature or something to determine whether it is in fact blood or not? Or if
Sure.
it's just some kind of dye?
That would be fine.
Could I do like a medicine check to help with that?
21 is enough, so I will need a medicine check. It is certainly dried blood.
Awesome. Well, that's not a good sign. That there's drawn in blood.
Oh, Quentin was reaching out to pick it up, and he like backpedals.
Yeah.
That's bad.
There are
Yeah,
plans
I reckon we found. I reckon we found our feller.
All right.
Well,
If he's not the killer, he's definitely guilty of being basic. Pumpkin
This is-
spice whiskey.
Right. This is very troubling on a number of levels, the pumpkin spice whiskey being part of what's troubling about this. The mayor looks around at all of you. I would request that should he show up anywhere outside of my manor tonight, that you apprehend him with any force necessary.
Kill him.
This is, I mean, only if he acts violent, but yes, it looks like we found our person.
Okay.
All right. Well, so we are definitely going to escort or do surveillance on your house and watch for this man. For sure.
Thank you. I'm going to lock up. Jack, please bring additional guards to patrol the manor parapets. All of you, there is a hidden entrance to and from the manor that some know of. Some of you may know of it. It may have gotten out, but it's just outside in the forest outside of Chasmclaw. That would be a great entrance for someone trying to kill me. So if you can keep an eye on that, that's
You
probably
know,
the
David
weakest
knows
area.
about this.
I'm afraid he does. I happened to mention it last night after he got a few drinks in me.
All right. Yeah, we should definitely go there.
You got it.
It
Thank
sounds like your secret entrance isn't such a secret if
It's-
so many
it's
people
really
Yeah,
know.
it kind of defeated the purpose. I realize that, but what are
Yeah,
you
I don't
gonna do?
reckon I'd go telling people about that anymore.
Well, cat's out of the bag.
I think we
Well-
need to make a new one.
Oh,
Do you know
Catch
how
out of
much
the bag.
work it takes to
It
make
takes
a
so much
secret-
work to make a secret entrance.
It would be so much.
Yeah.
So many more people would know about it.
All right. As you are all preparing your stakeout, let's take our intermission. So all of you watching will be back in about 10 minutes. That's going to be about 9:10 Central, or I'm sorry, Eastern, 9:10 Eastern. We will see you all shortly. All right, we are back. Let's see. Oh my goodness, everyone is in a different place. That's
Oh
gonna-
no!
That's gonna bother
yeah.
me.
Oh no.
Move everybody around. Put us back.
Yeah. Yep, I'm working on it. There we go. Okay. We are back, everyone, and let me just make sure everyone is unmuted. Looks like it. Okay. So we're preparing for a stakeout to catch the pumpkin killer, and if you all have activities that you want to do beforehand, it is a stakeout, so you will have plenty of time to do that. Aster, off air, I think you mentioned wanting to go back to the Apparition Inn briefly first. You can totally do that if you want to.
I wanted to pick up Rosie for the mission.
Okay.
Squeaky clean, Rosie.
Right.
With a mop on her head.
Yep.
Yep. That's a mop?
Remind me, Mal, because I don't remember. Did we settle on stats for Rosie, or?
No.
Okay.
I know that I have the ability to summon her now, but I was hoping to avoid spending the 15 SP right off the bat by just going and physically picking her up.
I see. It would be as with Summon Beast.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to give you a free 15 SP.
Okay. I can
So I
summon
think-
her, it's fine.
Yeah, for
That's
her
like
to
all your
like be
SP
willing.
at this level, right?
I
Right.
know. Or she
Yeah.
can sit out for now, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's your call, but I think just for game balance, it's gonna be like if you want her to go with you, you're gonna have to magically kind of coax and direct her to accompany
Okay.
you.
I mean, to be fair, she's
Maybe
clean,
next time.
she's cozy, she's chilling.
Yeah, it was her
She's
first
only-
night back. I'll let her stay.
Okay. And I'm sure several of you have rituals, invocations, and the like to set up. So we'll start with Corey, and we'll just kind of go down the list. If you've got anything that you're doing mechanically to prepare for combat, be sure to mention that. Otherwise, feel free to just kind of narrate what you're doing in terms of like flavor as you're getting ready for this stakeout.
Okay, so once again, I'm assuming that Volk would let me see his sword.
Oh yeah.
So I am going to be using Inscription of Sharpening again. Give him a +1 to attack and damage rolls as I sit there and
Nice.
meticulously sharpen the blade. Sorry, I'm checking a few. Yeah, not gonna use that one yet. Or that one yet. But that is actually all for me. Everything
Okay.
else has a shorter duration that I don't want to chance not having active.
Sure. Anything Quentin is doing to set up?
Not particularly. Just curious, as we were leaving David's establishment, you had mentioned there were like tracks in the mud out back.
Yes.
Can Quentin have like picked up what direction they were going in?
They were headed west toward the outside of the town.
Okay.
Secret
but,
entrance in the
Other than that, no, he's just staying close to the others, getting ready, making sure everyone's safe.
All right. Volk?
Volk's just gonna kind of sit there, polish his armor, clean up his sword, and be ready for the fight.
Perfect. All right.
So Ari would like to cast the Adapt Invocation, but that only lasts an hour. So can I roll something to see if whatever's upcoming, whether or not that hour runs out or not?
Sure. Luck check. We'll put it at DC 10. Just kind of a 50-50.
That's an 11.
All right. Yeah. You time it correctly, so you've got it up.
Yep, so that's she'll sit there drinking with Alan and at some point be like, yeah, I think it's time, and she'll just focus and she'll have spines. All her hair just starts to puff up and turn into little spines. And then what else do I want? And her claws grow slightly bigger and slightly sharper to match. She's like, all right, we're good.
Nice. Aster?
Kind of a similar thing. I wanted to cast Precognition on myself, which also lasts an hour and does take an hour to cast.
Mm-hmm. Again, a DC 10 luck check to see if you can kind of time it to be effective.
Please be good. It's because I said please, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not
So
still
you're-
leading up to the stakeout.
Yeah, you're highly aware for a while, and then as the night goes on, your senses kind of fade. And Alan, any setup from you?
Yes. I would like to find a space outside the entrance where like somebody wanting to go there would definitely have to cross through. That would be kind of in the middle of the area that we're watching, and I would like to cast Warden's Trap, placing basically a small trap, like a snare, that'll cause someone to be restrained and grounded if they don't notice it.
What is the radius on that?
It is a 5-foot area,
Okay. Got it.
so hard to target that somewhere, but just wherever I could put that would very likely catch somebody.
Yeah, so here's my question. If you put it right outside the entrance, then certainly if someone gets that far, it will get them. The downside is if you are all effective at your jobs, they may not make it that far at all. So you can play it safe, or you can put it a little bit further out in a likely walkway.
Yeah,
at
I'd
the-
put it a little bit further out.
Okay.
We definitely don't. If they're making it to the door, then we've done something wrong.
So if you see this white circle here, that is your trap. It's kind of in an obvious walking area. The entryway is going to be over here. I'll draw a little square to remind us that.
We only have our vision, so I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say most
we
of my
can't see that
screen
white
is
circle,
black.
unless you put one of the lit.
I
pumpkins.
saw you highlight a spot that was in the middle of the blackness.
Try
Yeah,
it.
all I can
Couple
see
torches.
There we go.
are
Yeah.
the.
That's better.
Now I can see everything. I don't know if that's intended.
All right, so is it dark out here?
It is dark. Yes, the sun has set. There is no starlight or moonlight. There's heavy
Okay.
clouds overhead.
I didn't realize that, or else I would have been using another invocation. as
Oh,
well.
you can go ahead and do that if you want to. That's fine.
I'm going to be using Devil's Sight for everyone that needs it.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, what does that
I
do?
think it's most of us.
Oh,
does
okay. No,
a
I do
lot.
not have I do not have enough for everyone. It is just going to be for me. I did not see which the spell consumes. I'm sorry.
I was
will
gonna
say I
say
don't
that's
need it if that
that's a
helps.
lot of black opals.
I only have enough for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. And
Um,
what does that increase your vision to?
So I have 30 feet of dark vision and can see in magical darkness.
Okay.
I can also spend 1 AP, see invisible creatures, see through smoke, fog, mist, similar stuff. Or I can tell magically when another creature within 30 feet.
Train.
The train comes.
That scared me for a second. I thought my music was breaking. I was like, what's happening? All right, so you've got your dark vision. I extended your range of sight there.
All right, thank you.
Alan also has dark vision.
So
Oh,
does
okay.
Ari.
30 feet from Alan.
So does Aster.
Oh my goodness, I thought I had those all updated.
I have nocturnal vision.
I do not have dark vision. I'm gonna need to light this torch.
Okay. I'll put a torch over next to Volk then. And y'all feel free to reposition yourselves a little bit, kind of within this general vicinity. And as the night wanes, as night blends into early morning, you hear kind of psychotic laughter. I'm not sure what other word to use for it. Just gleefully murderous laughter coming your way. And into the light of Volk's torch, you see your friend David, along with some accomplices, striding into the light.
Friend is relative at this point.
Yeah. He looks around at all of you. He says, "Do you plan to stop me from getting to the mayor and doing what I need to?"
I mean, you just admitted guilt right away. I feel like you should have started with, like, hey, what are you doing here?
Don't you know me? I'm David Pumpkins. I'm doing what I'm here to do. He's
You're
like,
supposed to be a
dancing to
nice
music in his
guy.
head.
We're not gonna let you be mean. No more hurting people. You did a terrible thing, and there must be justice for that. Opal didn't deserve what you did.
Oh, maybe not, but I've always wanted to be part of a murder most foul if I have to.
Oh,
Despicable.
David.
Besides, the great pumpkin demands its sacrifice.
God,
What?
I knew.
David.
Can you elaborate on that
Hope
one?
knew same thing.
The great pumpkin, man! Check it out! And behind David, a horrible thing strides into the light.
Oh no.
Excellent. This is exciting. I'm excited.
No.
Yes.
Does this look like the artwork he did as well?
Yes.
Dang.
Well, shit.
Oh, I think we found a suspect.
I got dibs on the big feller.
Aw, man. I'll just murder David.
Oh my god.
I was already told I could. Don't judge me.
The let's see, initiative. The troubadour here can modify someone's initiative roll by a d4 now. Melizog.
Wow, those rolled really high.
Melzog, if you're talking, I think you're submuted from the train.
I see it highlighting that it's talking.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything. Maybe leave and come back. That's weird.
that will not affect Astra going first. So, Astra, you can go ahead and take it away, and we'll figure out the initiative after that.
Okay. I would like to spend 2 AP, and in the similar fashion as we've seen before, he's gonna pull a small-ish heart out of his bag, and it's almost as if like shadows are kind of coalescing, and there's just little sparks of glitter in it. Looks like tiny constellations and stuff that form into this serval form, and he's gonna call forth his serval animal spirit. And how far?
There we go. Your familiar is out next to you now.
Okay. And it can be within 5 feet of me, and it has a movement of 40 feet. Cool. So it is going to use its movement to run up to this pumpkin. And they are going to do a swipe with their claws.
All right. I'm going to move it back 5 feet because the great pumpkin takes up 15 feet.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a big guy.
19 to hit.
It does. You sink your claws into this pumpkin carapace.
And then okay, wait, I need to roll damage first. Oh, 5 damage. Womp womp. And then I get to attack one more time against its fortitude.
Okay.
Oh no, a 7.
Has 7. No.
Fortitude. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm going to bank my next 2 AP.
Sounds good. Corey, are you back? Can you hear and...
Test. Can you all
Yes.
hear me now?
Yes. there you
Okay,
go.
Yes.
because I could always hear you guys.
Okay.
So upon looking at everything, and I rolled the d4, I ended up getting a 3. So I'm gonna bump myself up to 20.
Okay, perfect. You'll be next then.
Okay. I didn't know what the awareness of these guys were.
I suppose that's fair. Let's check that real quick. Whichever is higher will go first. They are not
Because
going
I
first.
have a +1. Okay.
They are not going first.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, I got to do some measuring real quick, just to...
Yeah. All good. These skeletons clearly appear to be people in skeleton onesies.
In true David Perkins fashion.
They are mimicking David's kind of dance moves.
Every movement. Oh, no.
He brought his back
Okay.
answers.
So... I am going to... First, I'm going to cast... Tangle of Brambles, which is
Mhm.
a new spell for Melazog anyway. And I'm planning on targeting this area here. This block that I'm originating from.
Remind me the radius.
I mess this up all the time, so give me just a moment.
10 feet.
10-foot radius.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to be the size of that circle altogether.
That would be a diameter.
No, 5 feet per square, 10-foot radius. That's a 20-foot diameter.
Yeah. Oh, well, oh, that is. Wow, those squares are hard to see.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start conjuring another spell.
All right. I wonder what spell that might be.
And then I forgot to drag my familiar.
Oh, here he is. It's right up next to you.
Okay. He is going to fly forward. I can't remember the speed of the flying familiar. I did not program it in
30
like I
feet.
should have.
30 feet flying.
Is it?
30 flying. Yep.
Yeah, if you double click on it, it should all be programmed in there.
Okay, cool. He's gonna fly up here.
All right. And is that it for Melizog?
Yep. 3 AP for that. Conjuring another spell. Yep, that's it.
Okay, sounds good. So the first dancing skeleton will, let's see what they can do.
Dance.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna start dancing, and it's gonna. Alan is right across the tree trunk from it, so it's just gonna point at Alan and do like the fish thing, like reel him in to start dancing with him.
No.
And the dancing skeleton is going to attack Alan with the dance macabre. This is against your willpower, 19 to hit.
Will.
Dang.
Yeah, that hits by a long ways.
All right, you are charmed until the end of your next turn. See this particular skeleton as a friend while charmed in this way, and you are chilled while charmed in this way because you are dancing.
All right. Hey, man, I like the way you dance. It's giving me goosebumps.
And let's see, the skeleton, after starting to dance with you, is just going to keep kind of dancing, vault over this trunk here, and like sashay up to Ariri. The second skeleton is starting its turn in the Tangle of Brambles. So does it need to make a check, or do you make an attack, Malazog? Corey, are you frozen?
Oh no.
Be frozen?
You looks like you might be frozen. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shoot.
He dropped again.
Yeah.
It's an attack. So
Okay. I'll move on to the next one until he pops back in. So this skeleton is going to do the same thing, just start dancing. It is targeting Ari. So against your willpower, Ari, a 13 to hit.
it's
Okay. You are charmed. You view this skeleton as an ally, and you are
The bad
chilled
one?
until. Yep.
Okay.
And this lasts until the end of your next turn for both of you. And it starts making its way up to Melizog. And Quentin, you are good to go as long as you don't interact with this middle skeleton that still needs to go.
Okay. Gosh. Quentin is so confused. There are people literally dancing. and there's a danger afoot, but they're in fact the danger, or they're supposed to be. And some of his friends seem to be getting in groove, or like not too upset about what's going on here.
Right.
And technically, nobody's really been hurt yet, have they?
Just the avatar of the Great Pumpkin.
Okay. Gosh, Quentin is like looking around at a loss of what he's trying to comprehend what he's seeing, and like he squints his eyes, like, is this a dream? Did he fall asleep on watch? Shakes himself and realizing he definitely is in this moment. He's going to move up next to Ari. So how far is that? That is exactly the amount he can move. So 1 AP to move up. Leaving him with 3 more AP. Hey, stop that nonsense. And he's going to kind of go for a backhand on this. Onesies, skeleton wearing feller.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really want to hurt anybody. He's not. He really doesn't want to be the first one to hurt people here.
The skeleton sees this and just kind of turns it into a dance move.
He's kind of not upset about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna hold our last AP over.
Perfect. Going back to the skeleton in Tangle of Brambles, Melzog, you can make that attack. And remind me, is that against Fortitude?
I believe it's reflexes, but
Okay.
I think it's fortitude.
I have it right here. It's fortitude.
is it okay?
Fortitude. Okay. He does manage to kind of push through these and then just start dancing up to Ari as well.
Okay.
And
He would still take the 1d4, right? Because he's
Okay.
moving.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, he takes that damage, and he is going to try to target Volk with this dancing ritual. So against your willpower, Volk, the dance macabre, that is an 11.
Let me pull that up real quick.
Okay.
That just misses it.
Okay. All right, you are good. You are not charmed, compelled to dance. But Alan, it's your turn, and you are compelled to dance. You are chilled until the end of this turn.
All right. What he's gonna do is spend 3 AP to.
And what does shield do again?
I have it brought up here. Moving and making weapon attacks cost 1 more AP than they normally would. I had to look that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 3 AP to transform into my hybrid form, making my defenses, physical defenses go up a bit. It's not going to help a lot here.
What does that
And
look
they're
like?
targeting Will. And at the same time, I'm going to spend 1 AP to cast the Jagged Bones spell. What that does is I gain bleeding 1 for the duration, and while I'm bleeding, terrifying claws made from my own bones protrude from my knuckles, giving me an attack.
Nice.
That's cool.
And that is all of my AP, and then my familiar is this the one that targeted me?
It is.
Would that charm affect my familiar?
Your familiar, I believe, takes commands from you. So yeah, I don't think it would target that guy.
Okay. In that case, what's its speed? Oh, 20 feet. Okay, easy now.
Yeah.
There's the picture. Okay. 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. So it'd be 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I think it's gonna move over here, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Set up flanking for your allies there.
It doesn't actually do flanking since it can't be targeted, or unless you rule it as it does. But in my
I'm totally
understanding
fine
of it,
house ruling that. I thought that they did, but I don't have MythCraft memorized, so
Yeah.
For
my
this
understanding
combat,
was since they couldn't be targeted, they couldn't be flanking.
yeah, I mean that makes sense, but they can still, especially the hunting familiar, can pose a threat. So
Fair enough.
narratively, like the creature has to watch both of its flanks. So I will rule that as
Fair
flanking at least for tonight.
Sweet.
Yeah, and that'll bring us to Volk. You are not chilled, so you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna move over to. Oh, I'm not shielded. Okay. Gonna use 1 AP and move over here, and then I'm gonna start swinging on this dude. So I'm down. I can do 2 attacks total.
Nice. Oh man, okay. A 21 is a solid hit.
Do you have that +1 from me programmed in as well?
Uh-oh. We lose him?
We might have.
Oh no.
Yep.
Technical issues are spooky.
It's David Pumpkins.
It is David Pumpkins.
He's attacking us right in the internet connection.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Start of his turn, he spawns a jack-o'-lantern.
What?
Sweet.
I want one.
Is it benign?
I just rolled
I
initiative.
think it's
not
very
benign.
malignant.
It's not benign. And what does he want to do with this turn? Move and take a tier 2 action. He will. Who is he going to target? I'm just going to roll a d6, top to bottom. Volk. Given. Okay, I guess he'll target someone else. Alan, he looks at you as you're dancing, and he's nodding along. He's here for it. He's enjoying it, and he just goes, "Any questions?" And he is going to target your logic.
Oh, it's real low.
9.
Oh, no.
Let's see. I need to see what I have adjusted at. Logic. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you gain 2 fear.
Sweet. I like it.
Yep. And he is going to try to move out of the tangle of brambles.
I got a 21 against his fortitude.
Very nice. Okay, he is grappled by the tangle of brambles, and he still takes the damage, right?
It just says that it's hazardous terrain, and if they move, they take damage.
Okay, but he's like locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That'll be his turn. We'll proceed to. Yeah, looks like Luke isn't back yet, so we'll proceed to Ari.
Ari's just going to do one very simple maneuver. Ari
Okay.
is going to spend 1 AP to pull out this unwieldy scythe that is like twice the size that she just carries around. And then she's going to spend 3 AP to transform into her were-hamster form. So now she is considered tiny. So she is a tiny were-hamster wielding a scythe that is probably about 10 times the size of her now.
Oh my god. She's an
Okay.
elf.
Mighty Mouse.
So, yeah, they mostly just see the scythe now, and she's just a little tiny hamster. And that's all her AP.
And she does it all very rhythmically.
Oh yeah, she's dancing, and she just brings out the scythe and just like poof, and like
Right.
falls to the ground.
on
There's
beat.
just this scythe that's like dancing around on its own, basically.
Nice. All right. The avatar of the Great Pumpkin is gonna go now. I think it's fitting that this horrifying thing goes at the very end. 17 to grapple it.
Yep.
It is grappled.
Dang.
Nice.
It's at the start of its turn going to spawn a jack-o'-lantern.
No.
Oh no.
Please no.
And then for its turn, let's see if two can play at this game. No. Okay. Let's see. What else can it do? I mean, I guess it'll target Aster.
No.
Wait. Dang it. No, it can't. Quentin. It'll target
Bring it
Quentin.
on.
Yeah. They're working on converting you, Alan, so
Fair enough.
you're dancing, you're enjoying it. They're gonna target Quentin and the avatar of the Great Pumpkin. A pumpkin vine tries to snare you and pull you closer to it. So okay.
Oh.
I mean,
crit
Ouch.
Oh,
on
no.
Quentin.
Whack.
It's gonna be 6 sharp damage, and then a secondary attack against Fortitude. 18 against your Fortitude, Quentin.
Jeez.
My fortitude. Let's see. I think that hits. Let me double check. Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. It will pull you 20 feet closer to it.
All right.
And, I mean, since you're there, it's just gonna chomp you. So against your armor rating,
Oh no.
Oh.
23.
This is not a crit.
Yeah.
For 22 damage.
Oh, good.
Wow. Quentin's at 0 already.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It bites hard.
no.
Got a big mouth.
But as it's pulling him to it to do this big chomp, I've not done this before, and I've saved an AP. Let me double check how much AP it takes. See if I can even do it.
Okay. Provided that you
For
don't.
1 reactive AP, I could stone form. Would that help me here?
Yes, it would give you a substantial damage threshold, so I think you just wouldn't take damage.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for the second attack. Where, like, when we're pulled forward and this thing goes to bite me, we're turning this down.
Yeah. You break off one of its carved teeth.
Nice.
Super cool.
It can be hurt.
But I do lose my next turn because I am I am Stone Quentin. I'm a statue.
Stoneton.
No, my friend, no. That thing
yeah,
turns
and,
people to stone.
Quentin, you are also grappled in its mouth.
Fair.
It's just chewing on him like a jawbreaker.
You should chomp down again and break another tooth.
Right. Let's see. It'll be Aster's turn, but let's see if Luke, can you say something?
Yeah, how about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. So
Yeah, I don't know
we
what
cut
happened there, but
Yeah, we roll with it.
that was weird.
The attack that you made 1 attack, I think, before the internet cut, and you hit but didn't roll for damage yet.
Did it do it again to him?
Oh no.
I think so, because it's shown as
Oh,
him
well,
talking.
the damage rolled.
I don't know if he has my
Stutter
extra
Stubborn.
+1 plugged in or not.
Let's see.
No, I have the +1 plugged in, so it'd be a 12.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
You want me to make
That
the second
dancing
attack now,
skeleton.
or just hold off until
Yeah, go for it. You're good to go ahead and do it.
Alright.
And 7 is gonna miss. It stumbles
That'd be an
and
8. I don't know why I keep on saying Alan.
8 still
but fixes
misses.
it somehow.
kind of turns it into a pirouette to avoid the second attack. And that brings us to Astrid.
All right.
These tiny pumpkins, these little jack-o'-lanterns, they just appeared? They haven't
just
done
appeared.
anything yet?
Yep. They are flying. They're hovering in the air.
Okay. My kitty is gonna move to flank. Does flanking still count with Stoneton?
I don't think so. But once
Okay.
he's no longer stone form.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
The cat will be there for now. And then I almost just rolled the modifier and not the actual die. That's helpful. Oh no, 11.
On the great pumpkin armor rating?
Yeah.
Not quite, no. It's I mean you contact, it's a giant pumpkin, but you just don't like purchase in any meaningful way.
That's too bad. Okay, I will. Is this the one that was targeting Ari? The one above?
The middle one is the one that was targeting
middle
Ari. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I would like to shoot an arrow at. This
Oh,
one.
sorry, Ari. Ari was this one. I was yeah. The middle one targeted Volk ineffectively.
Okay, well, either way, I still want to shoot an arrow at this one.
Okie doke.
And it's not going well. That is just
No, it's
a
not.
7.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We've seen that. We've shot that. It didn't work. 2 sacred flares.
There
How
you
about
go.
a 15?
That'll
Okay.
do it.
And then that is, I think, just a flat damage. 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 radiant damage on the first one.
All right, he's bloodied.
Second one, amazing.
That's a
Second
hit.
one's a 14.
Mhm.
Cool. For 2 radiant damage.
All right,
And that's my turn.
perfect. That brings us to Melazog.
Sorry, I am measuring distances
Okay, no worries.
kind of like meticulously because I would hate to be the cause of character death. But I am going to finish channeling my spell, which is Acid Pool, and I'm going to center it on my familiar, and it
Okay.
will be 15-foot radius.
Okay.
So to just barely clip the edge of that pumpkin, not get Quentin, get all of these guys in it, and it's also going to get
Ari.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I was able to just barely clip the pumpkin. I guess not.
You are. It's just because it's a circle.
Okay.
Let me. I mean, this is the exact measurement, so you might actually be able to manipulate it not to get Ari.
I would, if there's a way for me to manipulate it not to get Quentin or Ari, but still get as many people as possible in it, I would love to.
Yeah, I think you can. I think it's the right size with the edges being round instead of squared. I think you can pull that off.
Okay.
The train agrees.
Yeah, it approves. All right, and again, that attacks them on their turn, right? Not on your turn.
Correct. It hits on their turn, the start of their turn.
Do you have any other AP?
No, that is all of my AP sunk into getting that off.
All right. What does your acid pool look like?
I believe it's almost like this octarine mixed with like a neon purplish color that's just like rippling up out of the ground.
Sick.
I like it.
Nice. All right, and that brings us to all the hostiles. So this guy is in the acid pool.
This is against Fortitude.
It will miss Fortitude, but I think it's a half damage one, right?
Yep.
Oh no, I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry.
So it'll take half of this.
All right. I will go ahead and step out of that.
Then it's going to take another 1d4 corrosive damage because it's also
Yep.
hazardous terrain.
Yes. All right. It is not quite bloodied, but almost. It dances around to get Ari in the middle of a ring, pulls out a short sword, and just starts stabbing. And I mean a 21 against armor rating. Okay. 4 damage to Ari.
Okay.
The next one starts its turn in the acid pool. Uh, 11 just barely misses Fortitude, so half damage.
Eventually, I'll get these programmed in so that it's a little bit faster.
Yeah, no worries. Oh man, he just melts before he has a chance to stab.
Yes!
He's like getting ready to stab,
Nice.
and as the sword is approaching, it is also like fading away. And the last skeleton will saunter over and make a short sword attack with flanking. 18 on armor
Yeah.
rating.
Did the last one started in the acid as well, right?
The last one didn't.
It was over here next to Volk.
Oh, okay. My bad.
For 5 damage to Ari.
That does it.
All right. Wait, that does it like you're down?
Oh no, as in like that hits and that hurts.
Okay. Yeah. And then the first spawned jack-o'-lantern.
I'm not excited.
I'm excited.
I mean, oh, never mind.
Oh, it's
Oh.
it's
I thought
flying,
that
so
was-
it's exempt from
Okay,
the acid. Yeah.
I did not
The
realize
dice
it was
knew.
flying.
Jack-o'-lanterns roll, and I got excited.
Yeah. The jack-o'-lanterns are flying. It will fly up to you, Ari.
How high off the ground are they?
Like 5 feet. They're head height, or for a Kleppen, they're a little above head height. For a tall human, they're a little below head height.
For Ari right now, they are stories
Oh,
high.
Great point. I guess yeah, it swoops down to like bump down from the air at Ari. And
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
God. Stop it.
That is.
hang on, I didn't program its damage correctly.
Oh no, it doesn't do damage.
There we go. 5 damage from the pumpkin
Got it.
jack-o'-lantern. And this other jack-o'-lantern will fly up to Aster for the same thing.
Rude.
right?
That actually.
And that's only a
misses.
7. All right. That brings us to Quentin. You are in your stone form and you are grappled.
Yep. But I do slowly break out as my turn comes to a conclusion.
Okay.
Of being stone, I'm still grappled.
Yeah, right. Alan, that's your turn. You'll take the bleeding damage at the end of the round, but you can do
Yes.
whatever else you want.
All right. I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to lasso David there, and see how this goes.
Ooh.
Oh man! Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, do I still have the chilled condition, by the way, or did that end?
That ended along with the charmed.
Man, let's try that one more time. Ugh, does an 11 beat his, what was it, AR?
I'm sorry, who are you targeting? David?
David, yes.
It does, actually. Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's
He
just wearing a
is-
nicely tailored suit. He's not wearing armor.
Awesome. Yeah, he is restrained and grappled by Alan at the moment.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
Blue is in range of the jack-o'-lantern. So
Mhm.
he's going to pounce. Does a 15 hit it?
It does. I was looking for a 10.
Nice.
Sweet. That, oh crap, that was the wrong roll. That was actually, it still beat it, but it was a 12. I just clicked the wrong button. For 4 damage.
Okay, it dies, and when it does, it explodes.
Oh, I'm so
no.
sorry, Ari.
Oh no.
Ari, this is going to be against your fortitude. 16.
Oh.
That is also against the skeleton. You will both take 7 fire damage.
Ouch.
Oh.
Ow.
And everyone would be noticing that it did no damage whatsoever to Blue.
Yes. Yeah.
This tiny
Blue
little
is just like
puppy
licking up the pumpkin
leapt up
splotches.
and ate
Yeah.
this pumpkin.
Pumpkin
Yep.
puree.
And that is my turn.
Perfect. That's back to Volk.
Well, Volk's gonna move in range of use that 1 AP and move up to this guy.
The remaining skeleton.
Yep. Just my hand. There you go. And then I am going to attack twice, or attack once first to make sure.
Yeah, a 7
First
misses.
attack could probably get a miss.
Yeah, he sees it coming. And that one hits handily.
Does a 14 hit him?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So I gotta
Don't
grab
forget,
that
you get a
one up
plus
from the
1 to the
sharp one.
attack as well.
Yeah, he included that.
Oh, okay.
14. And to the 11 damage total. That will drop him.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
As these guys are
And
being
that's all I
like
can do.
cleaved and cut, do they actually bleed, or are they just skeletons in skeleton onesies?
Oh, they very much do. They are humans in skeleton onesies.
Okay.
All right. So David asked Pumpkins on his last turn. He asked Alan if Alan had any questions. Alan just lassoed him, and so David Pumpkins grabs the other end of the lasso and just smiles at you and says, "Yes, several."
Oh,
And takes half damage from the acid. That was Melozog's roll.
no. Gotcha.
I was rolling brambles and then acid.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, totally fine. So he's no longer
just because that was
grappled?
the way I. Yeah, so he would no longer be grappled.
Although he
But-
is still
he is still
restrained
from-
me. Yeah,
Yes, that's right.
grappled and restrained. So
And then he'll take full acid damage. Nine damage. Okay. And as he says yes, several, he is going to attack your willpower, Alan. Only a 9.
well, that is still 2 higher than my willpower currently.
Nice. Nice.
Is that more fear?
No.
Oh,
This is. Oh well, actually, yes. It's not more fear; it's damage based on the amount of fear you have, and you gain a psyche talent that David S. Pumpkins has already chosen for you.
oh, excellent.
Shit.
That's not
Uh,
good.
it does remove fear first, so I'm going to give you the psyche talent and then see how much fear you still have.
Okay.
It will subtract 4 fear.
Oh, okay, cool. So then I will have none left.
Okay, so you take none damage. You take no damage, but you're gonna gain this psyche talent. I'm gonna leave everyone wondering, and I'm just gonna DM you it real quick.
Okay.
I'll reveal it at the end.
Dang.
Oh,
Love it.
Love and hate it.
Hate it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
All right, so you've got that, and let's see. That was one of his actions. What else can David do while he's restrained? Let's see. Oh, he can only move, and he's restrained. So I guess that's it. But he planted that seed there, so that's great.
That's
And that'll bring us to Ari.
Pumpkin joke. Ari, who's bleeding profusely as a hamster, she's gonna spend 1 AP to cast Levitate. So
Oh my god. This is happening.
she
flying
can now
hamster.
fly.
oh my god.
Yep.
A flying were-hamster wielding a 10 times her size.
Yep.
Poor
And
size.
she'll spend 2 AP to fly basically into the middle of all this bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Shit, no. Okay, she'll just actually go right up to David Pumpkins because she said she was gonna kill him. And then she will bank her final AP and hope she lives to actually do something next turn.
Oh.
Oh,
And
look
she's
how
just
tiny
flying
she is.
high above all the acid pools and bullshit.
Perfect.
That's it.
All right. Oh, I forgot one thing on David Pumpkin's turn, so I'm going to do that real quick. He spawns a jack-o'-lantern.
Fuck.
Damn it.
I want to learn how to levitate.
Since that happened, can I retcon one thing?
Yes.
Okay, so she would have only moved once, and then she would have spent her 2 AP to shoot the pumpkin with a short bow
Okay.
and miss. I should
Yeah,
have just kept moving.
unfortunately.
Now that's
Alright,
her
yeah.
turn. It's sad.
The avatar of the Great Pumpkin spawns a jack-o'-lantern. And then I think for its turn, it's gonna try to grab. Let me see who's in range. Man. Okay, it's gonna try to grab Alan with its brambles.
Okay.
That's the wrong attack. That's the jack-o'-lantern. That second roll, Melizog, does not beat its fortitude, so half damage on the acid.
Is it still restrained, or did it get free from the restraint as well?
It got freed from the grapple as well.
So that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, wrong damage. Don't freak out. That's the bite. This is the bramble. You take 3 damage, and it pulls you 20 feet closer to it.
Okay.
And then it'll take that.
Wrong character.
My bad.
It's me.
There we go. And then I think for its last thing, it's going to spawn 3 more jack-o'-lanterns.
Jeez. 3?
Damn it.
What?
Oh my gosh.
And that is the Great Pumpkin's turn, so we're back to Aster.
There's
What
so
would you
many
like to do?
I really need to put my animal spirits attacks in my Foundry character sheet because I've just been manually typing this in every time. Oh,
Ooh,
it's a
nice.
24.
Nice.
Natural 20. Okay.
Nice.
That is a claw attack. So that it does 1d6 sharp, so it's 6 plus another 1d6 plus my modifier, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I should have added the 6 on that, but what is it, 11?
All good. So yeah, 11.
Of course, I roll a 1 when I crit. And then one more attack. This one is against its fortitude.
Okay.
Ooh, do I get flanking now from?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yep. And Alan.
so that is +1 more then. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
If the giant pumpkin can be prone, it is prone.
It is prone. It rolled over, and its face is just looking up to the sky.
Yay.
Did that take Quentin with it?
Yeah. Quentin is
Oh,
now
no.
like up in the middle.
we.
I'm glad he's having fun because I forgot he was grappled.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use 1 AP to move 15 feet over to Ari. And
Do you have a like fly speed or any way to?
no, I'm just walking into acid right now.
Okay.
Fair.
And then shoot, where did the spell just go? There it is. I am going to put out a finger. I think I'm just gonna give her a nose boop. And I will use 2 AP and 2 spell points to restore 2 HP back to you
Nice.
using Spark of Life.
Healing
And
nose
then
ridges.
I'm gonna bank my last AP
Perfect.
and regrettably stay in the acid.
Yeah.
And
Is that
because
6?
you moved through, yeah,
6 damage.
you did go through 10 feet, right? Or was it just 5?
I'll count that as just 5.
Okay, then it's just 3. I rolled 2
Okay.
3s on the damage.
All right, and it's your turn now, Melzog.
All right, time to do some. Try to do some help here. Who do I want to do it to? Let my friend go. His eyes are gonna turn dark. It is taking forever for it to roll for me. I am using blind on the avatar of the
on
great
the-
pumpkin.
Got it. That's an 18 on Foundry here, so that'll for sure hit it.
Okay, and that's against logic. So he
Yep.
would be blinded.
All right.
And then against our wonderful pumpkin guy in the beginning. Yeah, David. I am still waiting to see if it hits, but it'll be against willpower.
You rolled a net 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
He's demoralized.
Okay.
Yes.
As he says, you really struggle with originality, do you not? And then my little bony insectoid familiar is going to start crawling on his face, giving the help action, so it'll be an extra TA against David.
Perfect.
For
all right,
everyone
we've got-
targeting him?
Yeah, for everyone.
Cool.
We have a slew of jack-o'-lanterns
Yeah, we do.
incoming.
I love it.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yep. They are going to swarm the people in the back lines. So this first one will fly up to Volk and make a bite attack.
Okay.
It'll miss with a 5. The second one is just going to double move, but get into a flanking position with Volk. Third one is going to move up to Volk and make a flanked biting attack. That is a crit fail.
Nice.
The fourth one here over by David Pumpkins. Let me check the distance. Yeah, it manages to get up to Melazog and make a bite attack. 9 against armor rating. That'll miss.
That will not do it.
And that brings us to Quentin, grappled in the prone avatar of the Great Pumpkin's mouth.
I'm not sure how this is going to work, but my first question, listening to MythCraft Pod, I think you said once you come out of stone form, we could carry over some AP from that turn we weren't doing anything, or is that not the case?
I think I did say that. Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay, so we could carry what, 3 over at this level?
Let's see, level
Yes.
4. Yep.
So
Yeah.
I currently have 7 to spend here. Well, we are gonna we're grappled or we're restrained.
Grappled.
So I could still move my arms and stuff.
Yeah, you can still do anything. You just can't move unless you break the grapple.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna reach forward, pull some wisps of thought from our temple, and call forth our avatar avian creature.
All right.
And I have no clue how this is gonna work because Quentin is willing, and there's no size or weight limit, so it's gonna grab Quentin and carry him 30 feet.
Oh, is it-
Does the pumpkin
Worst
come with it?
movement.
Oh no.
He's not lifting them off the ground, and he's going to literally drag him 30 feet through all of this nonsense
I'm so
to
worried.
here.
I love it.
Would it be some kind of contested check?
Yeah, you
That
know,
might be. I have no idea.
there is
So-
no anywhere off that contains parameters for this right now. I think I'm gonna have it just be a
Yes.
luck check.
There
luck check?
is
Okay.
actually rules for it. Give me just a second to find
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Because I believe it is the creature that is grappling can decide if it moves or not.
Right, so the pumpkin
Yes.
just let go.
Oh, sure. It could just let go. Right. That's true. With that factoring in, a luck check will be fun. So
Okay.
On a very low roll, it's gonna like hold on to you, and you're gonna take some damage as you get pulled out. On a somewhat low roll, it's just gonna let go. On a higher
Okay.
roll, it's gonna function as you want it to, and you're gonna drag it through the acid.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Nice.
7, 14, and 21. All right. Middle DC, you it just lets go, and you are free of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it.
Sorry, we use this a lot in certain
Yeah.
games, so
Yeah.
I know grappled very well.
All right. So that's 2 of the 7 AP we had. we're gonna spend another 2 AP to actually we're gonna look over Esther, where are you trying to go?
I am where I was trying to go.
Oh, you want to go play with the big pumpkin? He's scary.
No, I am perfectly comfortable where I'm at right now. I would prefer to stand in acid than get closer to that thing.
Okay, you wanna be on that tree over there? Kind of points back where Alan originally was.
I have more help that I can do here, but after my next turn, I would not be opposed to movement.
Oh, okay. Gosh, so instead of that, we will spend 2 AP to send our Ava forward to grab onto the little tiny flying hamster and bring her where she wanted to be because she wants to hurt David.
Nice.
Okay, never mind. I wanted to heal you more.
Bye. Now I'm above brambles and acid and water.
Yeah, I'm not walking through brambles. Sorry, Ari.
Yeah, because that would be 2D for a section. But I do get to choose to end the grappled condition, so.
We're just gonna hold the 3 AP over.
Sounds good.
We don't have a big pumpkin to backhand like we were thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
The pumpkin just flies across to hover behind you, and it'll be Alan's turn.
All right. So I have him grappled and restrained with the rope. Would it cost me? It would be like half my movement. Is he the same size as me? Is he medium?
He is the same size as you.
So it would cost, like, if I pulled him towards me, would that be half my movement speed?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 2 movement AP to drag him 20 feet, just pulling him through this acid and brambles.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Nice.
So
I
that
think that's
was 20 feet
80.
through both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
8d4.
Very nice.
Oh, my
He's not gonna have
pride.
a happy day.
Nice.
All
And
right.
if he is still alive, which it looks like he is,
He is.
then I am going to make 2 attacks using my jagged bones.
God damn it, Alan, you said you had the pumpkin!
Yeah, well, this guy's pointing at me and asking questions. I don't like it. So here is 1 attack
Ooh.
and another attack.
They both
You
hit.
do have 2 TA on that
Amazing.
as well.
Oh, actually, technically, that was the first attack because he is restrained. So it was 2 and take the higher. So then the second attack would be an 11.
Well, it still hits.
Nice. So, first damage, 4.
Okay.
And 4 for the second damage.
All right.
Oh, is he just barely hanging on?
He's hanging on.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Wow.
So close.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Why don't you come
And-
over and ask them questions to my face?
I have several.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to do a thing when I started my turn. Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
take your
thing
bleeding
you
damage.
did. Yes, I will do that.
Yeah.
That was for the site.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. And anything else, Alan?
I don't believe. Oh yes, sorry. My familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to move over here as well.
Mhm.
And that will be all it does. He's just running around having a good time.
Yeah, he's loving it. All right, that's Volk's turn, surrounded by these jack-o'-lanterns.
Alright. Crap.
Oh, I forgot I wanted to do something. I have a thing. Can I retroactively from when he got attacked, when Volt got attacked by the jack-o'-lanterns before?
How much would it affect? Depends on, like,
It
the
would
ripples.
increase his AR by 2.
That's fine.
Oh,
They didn't even hit
until
me.
his- Well,
Yeah, they
until the
all
start of
miss.
his next turn. So actually, it would have gone away by now. So maybe.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm sorry. You might still need it.
I appreciate the thought. I'll try to get it to where I could actually move my character. Oh, there it goes. I gotta spend 1 AP to move. Then I gotta attack this jack-o'-lantern right here.
Okay.
It's right next to me now. $18 to hit?
Yeah, easily.
19 to hit, I mean?
Yes. Yeah. From Inscription.
13 damage.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it
From Inscription.
explodes in its fiery 10-foot radius of death. So the creatures within 10 feet of it is going to attack Fortitude.
Chain reaction going on.
It's 8 against Fortitude, so that's gonna, I'm sure, miss Volk. It's gonna miss the jack-o'-lantern as well, but
Yep.
or both of the jack-o'-lanterns. It is gonna do half damage though. So that's 4 damage, which blows up both of these jack-o'-lanterns. So they're gonna make
Oh.
it
Chain reaction.
I knew it. Which is going to set off a chain reaction for Melazog as well.
We're gonna start up here, so this is gonna target Volk and Aster Fortitude.
Yeah.
18. So that's gonna be 10 fire damage.
18 hits me.
Yep. And now this one down here, targeting Volk and the other jack-o'-lantern and Melazog against Fortitude. That is another 18
Jeez.
for 6 more
Yeah,
fire
hits.
damage, blowing up this jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, God.
So against Melazog and the other jack-o'-lantern, 19
Yeah, that hits.
Oh man.
for 7 fire damage.
God.
And as this jack-o'-lantern dies, one final attack against Melazog. 11 against Fortitude.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, man.
And that's 4 more damage. And now
I am at 0.
okay.
Oh my God.
Oh,
David
I'm at 0
Pumpkin.
also.
David Pumpkins' best ability is Pumpkin Spice. Whenever a jack-o'-lantern dies with
I have
100
a.
feet
Oh, my son.
of David as Pumpkins, he regains 1d8 shield HP.
Uh,
No.
Because
No.
of shield HP, it's not going to cascade, so it's just 1d8 total. Sadly.
Okay.
I should have made it
Aw.
normal HP. I did
And it
not.
gets max.
so glad it wasn't normal HP.
I'm not. I wish I made it normal.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
He
would have Okay. made
him almost like a fool.
I would have cried a little bit.
I would just have to push him across the acid.
Right. All right. Anything else from Volk? Because I think you've still got plenty of AP.
I did how many? I did 1 attack so far. No, I'm not gonna do anything because I'm at 0. So I'm at 0 HP right now.
All right. Just roll them over. Or are you gonna try to catch your breath?
I'm gonna try to catch my breath.
Okay.
So I'm not dying.
All right. brings us
I
to-
think I've got a thing I could do. He's within Melizog is within 20 feet of Quentin. So we're going to cast Keep Standing.
Nice.
Your ally that was reduced to 0 HP regains 1 HP. Cost me 1 reactive AP, so that leaves me with 2, and 3 spell points, which I have not spent any yet. So Melizog, you have 1 life.
Volk also went down to 0. I'm not sure if you caught that.
Oh,
yeah,
did
and
he?
they're both within 20 feet. So if you have, and I think you do have the AP.
I
if
do
you wanna
have
it
the
twice.
AP and the SP, so I'm going to do it for both of them.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
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 So you are both at 1 hit point. Volk, if that changes what you want to do, then you can continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll over that AP then.
Okay, sounds good. David
So I'll be able to
Pumpkins
roll
is
over.
next.
I used 3, got 2. So.
Are you counting him as still in the acid?
I am not, because I didn't count Aster in a similar situation.
Yeah, no, I was just asking.
Yeah. He spawns a jack-o'-lantern, and he will just take his carving knife, and he'll just look at Alan, and he'll go, "Why so serious?"
No.
20 against anticipation.
Anticipation.
The jokes hurt because they're bad.
Yeah, that's way over.
All right, and that's 6 sharp damage, and then 12 against anticipation.
Yeah, that's still way over.
For 6 more sharp damage.
All right, I am effectively bloodied. Thank you for that. That's gonna do something fun on my next turn.
Oh, good. We've got a jack-o'-lantern here that is going to bite at you, Alan, with flanking.
Okay.
A crit fails. Great.
Cool.
Ariri, it is your turn.
Ariri is going to start by trying to shoot the jack-o'-lantern. I think the one that
That just spawned. Yeah.
Yeah. With her short bow.
Yeah, you
21
got
to
it.
hit.
That'll do it.
Yes.
That will do it. For 5 damage.
All right. Everyone in a 10-foot radius.
Oh, all right.
19 against
Dang it.
Fortitude.
Sorry.
That's against Aster, David, the Great Pumpkin, Alan, and the other jack-o'-lantern.
Let's see.
But Ari, I
Yep, that
helped
does
you.
hit.
6 fire damage to everyone who got hit.
Hey.
Ouch.
And that means that David Pumpkins gets some shield HP.
Oh.
And then the other jack-o'-lantern is going to die in that explosion and make the same attack. Once more against Fortitude.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh,
my God.
boy.
Oh no!
Golly.
Jesus.
Well, that again changes what I was going to do. My turn.
17 fire. I mean, David goes down.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Taken out
I'm
by
at
his
0.
own pumpkin. What a way to go.
Yep.
I said I was
The
going to get
avatar of the Great
David. I did
Pumpkin
not
is
say
bloody.
how.
And that's all on your turn, Ari, so you can still do whatever you want to.
So Ari has 2 AP, so she's just gonna fly her little hamster butt over to the pumpkin to flank with Alan and bank her last AP because she can't do anything else.
All right. David Pumpkins tied up in the lasso, face to face with Alan, just goes, with his knife in hand. And then the explosions like go off around. He just goes, David Pumpkins, y'all. Falls backwards into the acid and just melts.
Mal takes psychic damage.
And that's it for Ari.
That's it for Ari.
The Great Pumpkin spawns a jack-o'-lantern.
God damn it.
I'm gonna die.
Damn it.
And it is going to take a big old bite at Alan. Oh,
That'll
first
do
it's
it.
going to take some acid damage.
Oh, gotcha.
Or I guess first it's restrained, and then it might take some acid damage.
Still prone, correct?
It is still prone.
Okay.
Instead of
It
rolling
will
over
stand
to
from
bite
prone
from the
prior
side.
to
Okay.
prior to making the attack.
Well, can it stand from prone if it's grappled?
Oh, that's right, because you got it with the vines. Yeah, it can't stand from prone.
Mhm.
Very good. You
That's good.
miss
Then
with
it's
the
gonna take
acid, so just half damage. All right, and it also has regens that nets out a little bit. And so it's still blinded, right? Or was that last turn?
No, that would be the end of this turn.
Okay, so it's attacking. It knows the general vicinity of Alan. If you can see where I'm pinging, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna roll a d4.
That'd be so funny if David Pumpkins was still there and you rolled a 4.
Right. It got a 1, so it's gonna bite in this square and miss you.
Cool. good with
Sadly, yeah, that's no, it can still make a briar attack. It's gonna try the same thing. It's gonna target you because it knows generally where you are. It doesn't have a chance with anyone else, and that's a 4, so it misses.
Cool.
All right, back to Aster. You are starting your turn in the acid.
Yes, I am. Do I take damage at the beginning of my turn or at the end?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to roll it.
Okay.
Damage is at the beginning in this case.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, I'm gonna use 1 AP to move regardless.
Okay.
Just that side. What is it hit or what is it?
10
is it
against
AR?
fortitude.
Fortitude. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 7 damage.
So I am at 0. Okay.
You would have taken that at the start of your turn, which is
The
moving
damage
20
would have been
feet.
taken. Yeah.
So I'm going to use my last AP I banked and another 3 spell points and pop her back up to. Oh gosh! But then she's going to take more damage anyway. At least you won't take 2 death points. So yeah, we'll do that so that her movement doesn't give her 2 death points here.
Oh,
Yeah.
His movement. Aster's a guy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. His movement.
I know he's pink, but
And yeah, that's unfortunately now we can't. Now it's
Sorry,
25
can-
feet.
I can redact the movement until after.
No, that's.
Okay.
It'll
No,
net
I mean,
out
it's
the
still.
same. It's
It,
just
yeah,
helping
it
you
still
get
nets
out.
out.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
I'm still at 0 either way.
Because you pop up to 1, and then moving through the hazardous does enough damage to pop you down to 0
Gotcha,
instead of
okay.
getting the death points.
Cool. So that was 1 AP to move. I have 4 more because I had banked 1. I am going to bump myself back up using 2 AP and 2 SP to 2 hit points.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have my cat attack again. I'm assuming still with flanking, I added 1 TA.
Yes.
It's gonna be 8 damage
All right.
on the first one, and then oh, it's already prone,
Shit
so
there.
this doesn't do anything. Also, I missed, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's prone, do I?
Each get
No, it's just TA still. Never mind. And then why not? I'll use my last 2 AP and then do another. What's it called?
Sacred Flare?
Flare.
Yeah.
Which- A 19.
Yeah. Excellent.
And 3. Very exciting.
That is very exciting. I am looking at his stat block, and he's immune to fire. So, because several of you are almost dead, I am giving him back the health from the crit explosion pumpkin. I knew I made them synergize somehow. That was it.
I was wondering. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Wait, if we kill this one, is it going to explode?
That's a
Probably.
great question.
Oh, no.
no.
Everybody move back.
Right.
Was
Alright,
now.
It's-
right, I'm
it's like
frantically typing to add that. That brings us to
Time for another one of
Melazog.
Alan's sacrifices.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with trying to blind him
You sure do.
for a 19 against.
Nice.
So I. Yeah, and then after that, I will attempt to demoralize him.
You sure do.
Originality is very much not any of your all's specialty, is it?
Beware the cult of the Great Pumpkin.
It says facing upwards, lying on its back.
Yeah.
Right. While blinded and restrained and
Blinded.
melting in acid.
There might be some tears.
Right. It cries
familiar-
PSL. Anything else from Melazog? Just the familiar?
Yeah, just the familiar moving forward.
All right. Quentin.
Yeah, so Familiar's going to move down. And then I'm going to have to spend 1 AP to activate it one more time. And then it's going to carry us to the other side, I think. Oh,
Okay,
I could.
yeah.
Well, I could move here to grab him, and then let's see, I can move 30 feet, and it's
Just do
flying.
lift.
It's just it's gonna move here and drop Quentin right in front of. Yeah, right there.
Perfect.
Okay, so that leaves us with 3 AP.
Okay.
First things first, we're going to reach over and kind of like ruffle. I guess he's extra furry because he's like,
Yeah, he's looking a little feral right now.
yeah, hesitates for a moment, but even everything needs love. So he starts to give some scritches to Alan, and for 1 AP, uses one of his 2 uses of nurturance. So that is. Gains 1 AP, gains 1 HP at the start of each turns for 1d6 turns.
That's cool.
Nice. That will counteract my bleeding.
Yes.
So for the next 5 rounds,
Sweet.
you get one
Nice.
health back.
What's that spell called?
It's not a spell; it's one of the cleric things from getting one of the boons from a god.
The divine icons.
Yeah, divine icons.
Nice.
Quentin went with the nurturance.
Nice.
So that leaves us with 2 AP. We're gonna turn with narrowed eyes and be like, "Bed, you heard friends," and we're just gonna try and for the last 2 AP, backhand this monstrosity.
You've got 3 TA and roll 2d20 and keep the higher.
Thank goodness for that.
Ooh.
Oh.
no.
So yeah, I think a 6, 7, 8, 9 is not doing it.
It's not, unfortunately.
Wouldn't it be 4 TA?
4 TA, yeah. 1 for
'Cause he's
blind,
flanking.
1 for flanking, 1 for
I forgot the 1 for
prone,
blind.
and demoralized.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not change. Still misses.
I appreciate it, fellas, but poor Quentin just
Had to try.
he doesn't bring
Yeah.
the harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be all for Quentin.
All right. It's Alan's turn. You gain 1 hit point.
All right. I am going to start with. I'll actually start with familiar because it can be before, after, during, whenever. So,
Mhm.
I'll have Blue make his attack real quick, rolling 2 and taking the higher. For a
Nice.
crit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Excellent. So damage will be that would be 9 damage.
All right.
All right.
It
And
is now
then
bloodied.
awesome. Alan will then make 4 attacks.
Okay.
So first one does a, let's see, that would be a 16 hit.
Yes, 16 does.
That'll be 4 damage there.
Okay.
Second attack. I don't think a 9 is gonna do it.
Ari will
9.
use her boon of fate to connect with her weird brethren and let you re-roll another d20 to see if you can hit.
Nice.
That's so
All
cool.
right. Hey!
Nice.
What a dirty 22, 24
Heck yeah.
Perfect.
for 6 damage that time.
All right.
And then third attack. For like a 21.
Yeah. For a hit.
That's another 4 damage.
Nice.
And finally, what's that? A 20.
Yes, it hits.
And that'll be another 4 damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Taking it down.
Ooh, we're sitting low.
It's getting there.
And that's all I got, and then I'll take my bleeding. Putting me
Alright.
back down to 0.
Yep. And ending your turn at 0 is 1 death point instead of would have been 3 for ending at 0 and then taking damage and being at 0. And that brings us to Volk.
See if I got enough movement. So I'm gonna use 3 out of my 8 AP because of the 3 I rolled over.
That's right,
And
yep.
move myself up here. And then I'm gonna do the rest. Then I'm just gonna do 2 attacks.
All right. And same deal. You've got 2d20 on each and 4 TA. 18 will hit handily.
For 8 damage because of the
Inscription.
The plus I got.
Yep.
So that'd be 8 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah, inscription. I said. And then
That's
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
from two
what is
crit
going on?
Nice.
Let's go.
Max
Wow.
damage too.
Nice.
21 damage.
so that's 20 damage in it.
Yeah. Volk How do you
Yep.
kill the great pumpkin?
I just take my bastard sword with both hands and I just start slicing right through it like I'm cutting punk pie.
Hmm. Yeah,
Right down the middle. And hope it doesn't explode.
it does not explode.
Oh, thank goodness.
It melts, and as it melts and as it's getting carved up, it just says, "Beware the cult of the great pumpkin." And you sever it. I am not going to worry about the final jack-o'-lantern. It would, when it explodes, it would give several of you death points, but none of you are at that brink where it matters.
Mhm.
And you have survived the Halloween special. You have plenty of pumpkin pie for everyone. The menace of David
Yeah.
Pumpkins has been averted.
Menace indeed.
And with all this acid here, it kind of disposed of all of the mess. So, no cleanup.
Yeah.
The perfect crime.
And I think
It's
for
not a
once-
crime when we were paid for the job.
Yeah.
Tell that to the mafia.
Right?
Hitman.
That's fair.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. First for playing,
Yeah,
and
there's a
also
second. Hey,
for
the mob
for watching.
doesn't. The mob doesn't exist.
And we
crap.
will see you all sometime next month. Stay tuned. Join the Discord if you're not part of it already. Discord.gg/MythCraft, and I'll set up an event for the next session where we'll continue kind of getting to know the rest of Chasmclaw and some of the people that are certainly not in the mafia, which does not exist. Until next time,
Yeah, this is a
everyone.
pet
Take
store,
care.
not a mob. We ain't the mob. We want a pet store.